Yeah. All right. So, Yogg, Calvin, and Oban. I'm gonna throw you all under the bus here. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's start from the top here, just in case this is someone's first episode or something like that. Well, you can do a quick introduction of your character if you'd like, and I will start with Homer.
I didn't see that coming.
Gotcha.
So Yogg is halfling size, looks like a halfling. He is a rogue. He recently joined the Radiant Vanguard from a circus. He has an interesting background where, he's not always confident that he has an ability to actually affect things for good. And one of his main things is he is really good at running around the battlefield. He moves a lot and flanking things, basically.
Excellent. Very good. Next up, I have Alex.
Okay. So I'm playing Oban today. Oban is Oban the Builder. He doesn't even really have a last name. That's just like his title, kind of like Cher. But for the most part, he's really good at grappling and building. He's also fluent in Giant too, by the way, but he hates them dearly. He's also from a clan that is no longer existing, and he's kind of like a stickler for the rules. For the most part, he kind of sticks to what the Radiant Vanguard wants of him, kind of like even if it may or may not be to his detriment, like recently giving up a time watch because it wasn't his.
Yes, it's true. Okay, cool. And then lastly, Finn.
I'm playing Calvin for the second time today. Calvin is a gnome champion, level 1. He is really into history, preserving things. Indiana Jones, that belongs in a museum. And really into cooking. All right, you can't go into battle on an empty stomach. You know, armor's for the flesh, a good hearty meals for the soul. That's a big thing he likes. He's also known as Calvin the Coward because he overslept during a very important event where he was supposed to protect someone, and because of that, people branded him a coward. Hence why he can't work as a mercenary anymore. So he's worked as a private investigator, so he's pretty good at investigating stuff, and he's grown out his beard, and he's got the trench coat, so he kind of hides his identity. So most people don't really know he's Calvin, but people who are really familiar with his atrocity might catch a glimpse of him and study and be like, that guy's suspicious. That guy seems familiar. That kind of situation. But that's Calvin.
Cool. All right. Very good. So no spoilers or anything from the last episode necessarily, at least not big ones. But I mean, the last thing you guys did, well, I guess even Calvin, the last thing that he did was a little bit more, I don't know, interesting, I guess, than this. But technically, y'all were just contracted to take out an orc band that has kind of just like crept into a abandoned keep area. And so, yeah, a village near that abandoned keep requested help from the Vanguard because they're like, we can't take care of this. They've already kind of like forced us to be paying for protection, and they've already taken a lot of their stuff. So it's been an issue. So that's the contract. I'm actually going to put you, so you're right in this little office meeting with Anya, one of the speakers of the Radiant Vanguard, and she's kind of going over this whole thing with you. So she gives you that much info, and then she also leaves you with like we're suspicious because that village seems to, and then right then, like the door busts open and one of the scouts comes in just like panicked, breathing heavily, and he's just like, Anya, wait, this is important. There's something I have to tell you. And she's like, what is it? What's going on? And he's like, the village was raided recently, the village that I imagine you're filling them in on right now. And we have reason to believe that the orcs are aware that the Vanguard may be coming to them. So that's valuable information you're going to need. And so Anya's looking around and is just like, well, that's not good. They're going to be completely aware that you're approaching. And a bit metagamey, she's going to look at you and be like, are you sure you still want to do this?
No. We'll probably look around and be like, then it's even more important that we head out immediately.
Immediately? Well, I mean, I was kind of hoping to get some new equipment, but I mean, if we gotta go, we gotta go.
Well, I mean, I'm sure we could probably take one pit stop, but This seems like such an urgent request.
All right, eating on the road it is then.
I always have a pack full of granola bars.
That's
Did
awesome.
it cut out again?
No, we got you. Sorry.
I got
Okay.
you.
Okay. Yeah, Anya's like, I mean, if there's anything you're going to need for your adventure, of course, you should, pick that up. Don't go in blind. They're going to be expecting you, it sounds like, at this point. So make sure that you're prepared. So at that, is there anything that you did want to pick up before you head out or do before you head out?
Yeah. Calvin wants to go to, I guess, the blacksmith or whoever that local person is.
Okay.
And, having his backpack out, he's got some equipment because he's a champion, but he's looking to add some more additions. So he's put in a request here for... Yeah, I'm looking if you got any, like a war flail, maybe another set of bolas.
Yeah.
Maybe perhaps use some whips.
Okay. Yeah, sure. We got plenty of those things. And he kind of like looks back in his little smithy area there and starts just digging around in almost just like piles of things. And he's just like, sorry, requests have been kind of crazy lately. Yeah, any of those things we could, standard weapons, we can get them to you for 100 gold each. Easy.
All right, yeah, that'll do. Give me a long sword. I need one of those. I want
Done.
a flail, a set of bolas, and why don't you give me let's see, about that chain whip right over there.
Sure, we can do all that. You sure you can carry all that? You can. You're
Yeah,
good.
think about it. Yeah.
You'll find a way.
Yeah, CrossFit does wonders.
That's hilarious, especially being a champion. I'd say you are able to do that. So he's like, yeah, each weapon 100 gold. Honestly, that's enough that I'll give one of these to you for free.
All right, so I'm gonna add in a longsword, flail, and the bola for free, and then so I have 2 bolas now, and then one. I guess I don't need the chain whip because I have a chain style. I'll just take the pike. Yeah, we'll go with the pike.
Okay.
Right, so I'll minus 300 gold from that.
Perfect. Yeah, he happily helps you out. He'd recognize at least Oban. I think he just did some work for Oban recently. So, like, yeah, it's good to see you guys back. Especially you, big guy. Kind of points at Oban. It's like, did you get to try out that stuff that you got a hold of yet?
Oh, you cut out.
Oh, I did?
Yep.
Oh, my bad. So he looks at you and he's like, hey, you get to try out that, that stuff you picked up the other day?
Absolutely. I've been working with these bad boys ever since. You can tell there's like a little bit of scuff still on the brass knuckles, like he's been punching the sandbag at home.
Nice. All right. Well, that's great. Glad to hear that. Is that all you needed there? And he kind of looks at you and he's just like, yeah, you look kind of familiar. I don't know, something about it.
Yeah. Well, what about that on the shelf over there?
Oh, yeah.
And as soon as he looks, he's gonna turn. He's just gonna like stop.
Okay.
Nice.
Looks back and he's like, oh, I guess he's gone. All right. Okay.
I might
Anyone
actually
else?
try to
Dude?
pick up. I might actually try to pick up some long range weapons, like a javelin or something. A rack
for
of
sure.
javelins.
Okay, yeah, for sure. He's got this javelin set that's like 3 of them, and they've got basically like the equivalent of a quiver. It's kind of just like a backpack that you can just like latch the javelins onto. And he's like, honestly, this is gonna be great for someone like you. You're a big guy. This should be pretty easy. Look like toothpicks on your back.
That's what I was hoping. How many javelins? And do you maybe have? Is there like just one type of javelin, or do you have like an obsidian tip one that'll like break and when it hits people?
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah,
That'd
no,
be a
we've
little
got.
extra if you did.
Okay, I hear you. He's like, I could fashion one up for you real quick. It'd be a much sharper tip, but they're a lot more fragile, as you might know. So, basically, the way that would work is, I think just does 1 more damage outright, but on a natural one, the tip will break. It'll run you 200 gold. The rest will be 100.
You know what? That'd be really cool. Can I have all 3 of the javelins be the obsidian tip for 600?
Absolutely.
Nice. Then I'll just like fill the rack, and I want the like javelin's points to be sticking up instead of down, kind of like
There you
to
go.
look like a war chief. So that way
yeah.
it's really intimidating.
That is dope. He fashions it up for you just right.
Oh, my pockets are getting light. I'm down to 800 gold.
Practically a peasant.
It's a big spender right there. Don't run him dry.
Okay.
And that's all I needed.
I have
Mhm.
2 wild ideas. If these seem reasonable or okay.
Okay.
If they know we're coming, I feel like a distraction would be useful. And as a rogue, I've got my cipher speech where I can be fluent in a mortal language, and I had wrote it out as like a lower society, like I could mix in with sort of the riffraff better.
Mhm.
Is it possible or reasonable, or however you want to say that I could go to like a seedier part of town and create like a fake contract and pretend like it within this, like we know where the orcs are, right?
Right.
And
Yes.
basically like, oh, there's this treasure here, and like say there's this, and be like, I have this big reward for anyone that can like get in there and get it.
Okay.
Is that too wild?
Oh, you
of
could
an idea?
definitely. I mean, yeah, you could definitely float that around and see if you can pick up some fools to take that contract for sure.
Were you like floating that out to the group as a suggestion?
Well, so I want to do that while you guys are shopping, and then what I want to
Okay.
float to the group is another crazy idea if the DM will allow it.
Uh,
So it might be nice if we had a bit of a distraction while we're attacking. This is what I would say to Oban and to Calvin. What if we pick up a few low lifes that are in need of some coin, and I'm pretty good at disguising people, and we get them to look like Radiant Vanguard, and get them to not like die, but like do like a fake attack from another side to like cause a distraction to get maybe orcs to come, go to that area of the camp temporarily.
Yeah, sure. What kind of distraction do you think would be the best?
Maybe they, I don't know. What do you have?
The
in mind?
Radiant Vanguard might have like an insignia or something that we could like get on the cloth to like make
Yeah.
an official like uniform or something. Or, I mean, some of my favorite distractions usually involve bombs, but that's just me.
Well, I was thinking if we disguised ourselves to not look like Radiant Vanguard, and we approach around the time the other group's supposed to be approaching, we could be like, hey, we saw these guys coming. They're going to come attack you over there. I'm fluent in orc. So I
Oh,
thought maybe I
okay.
could get him to trust me and go after those other people first.
That might be cool. I wonder if you could dress us all up to look like orcs.
Well, orcs might be a little bit harder for me as a small guy. I could probably look like a goblin. I could probably
Yeah.
do goblin.
Okay.
Calvin
I
is a
don't know.
gnome, so also small.
That's right. He is a gnome.
I also have quite a bit of fur.
I could probably dress you up to look like a giant. I could probably make that work if that would be okay with you.
I would hate the heck out of that.
That's awesome. I do like those ideas. So the first thing where you're trying to float the idea of there being like a treasure or something like that for people to go get. I definitely like that, and it can definitely be done. I think it'd be kind of fun to make it like a bit of an influence check as you're kind of
Okay.
scooting around that idea with people, see how receptive.
Here we go.
I would totally help, but my charisma is negative.
It's really good. Okay.
There you go.
So
I'm good at that lower class society speech.
yeah, okay. I will
Those are my
say
people.
that is really good. I was gonna have it be like for anyone to actually like kind of bite on the idea, they're gonna like try to rope you into it a little bit too, and be like, well, if this is true, how about you actually how about I split it with you when I get it, kind of thing, and all that stuff. And they're like, but when that happens, just to ensure that this contract's good, they actually ask for a little bit up front, kind of thing. But that's a really good roll. So I'm gonna say the fools that take you up on it are asking for like 20 gold, and like, how about you you pay me a little bit up front, and then I'm all about it.
I'll tell them that I'll meet them partway there, and I can give them the 20 gold there.
Okay, you know what? I'll take it. Your influence roll was good enough. That's pretty creative. That sounds good. And then we'll see what happens later.
Okay.
Did you
And then
want
as
to
far
try
as, like
that?
hiring?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
peasants,
Let's see. I think that is
I
gonna.
wasn't sure if that was like not a vanguardy thing to do, to like risk hitting people in that way. So I didn't.
If you're doing it independently, they don't have to know. Maybe.
See, Oban's read the manual and he can't recall of any rules against using peasants. So,
I mean, that is true. That is very true.
call
So
those
separately,
conscripts and then soon Vanguard.
I mean, you've seen the people the Vanguard take in. Okay, so separately, let's go ahead and have another influence check for that one and see how that goes.
Can I get it? Are either of you willing to try to assist me here with this one?
I'll
Let's
totally
see.
help, but I'm not sure how much Oban would be able to help. Maybe just like as an intimidating presence in the background.
Right, yeah. That works for me. Let's see where an extra D8 gets you.
Hey, I'll take it. 15.
Not bad. Ended up at 15. Okay. I will say that you are able to hire a group of 3 people, and they're like, I mean, we got nothing else to do as long as you're going to protect us and everything will be fine. We'll be a distraction for you, kind of thing. They're like, we're willing to dress up as the Vanguard. And, you know, they're like, you sure you cleared this? Like, this was fine?
Oh, yeah. There's no problem. No problem. Since you're not
Okay,
really going
yeah.
to be any actual danger, it's totally fine to do this.
All right, yeah. Listen, the 3 of us will help you out with this if it's like, if you're willing to scoot at least 100 gold our way.
I'm going to turn and look at Oban.
100 gold, you say? Well,
Yeah, I'll split it with you.
I'm sure I can put something towards this, especially if your performance is adequate. Looking across at all 3 of them,
Yeah.
kind of like
Half
looking down
before,
a little
half
bit.
after. Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah. One guy scratches his head and he's like, "It's not gonna be great." And the other guy kind of like elbows him and he's like, "No, yeah, we got this. We can do this for you for sure, for sure."
I'll give him 50 gold now if Oban will do the performance is good enough for the second half.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, that sounds good. 50 gold up front, and they'll hold you to the 50 later.
Okay.
Probably.
If they live.
Exactly. I was like, that's funny. Okay, nice. So you got that. So let's see. Mental note. You hired a group, so they're probably gonna ask to kind of like maybe travel with you for a while or something. You know, just to kind of be on the same page of how that's gonna go down.
I might have missed it, but is it like a group of 3 or 5 or?
Yeah. So we'll say, I guess just for ease, you hired 3 to pose as the Vanguard, and we'll say that you hired another group of 3 to actually go on there's a specific term for this that I can't think of. Yes. I guess like fool's errand? Is that what I'm thinking? Is that a phrase?
Okay.
Well, I want to tell them there was like certain items and like we're going to split, like they have to take some magical weapons or something.
Oh,
Like
okay.
there's this, crate of weapons, magical weapons. And so like I'll split the weapons with them after kind of a thing.
Okay. Okay. All right. That sounds good. That sounds good.
Is there a way also, I don't know if this is possible. Is there a way that I could line it up time-wise where the group that's going to be the distraction, they'll travel with us, but we'll have enough, like where the meeting spot is with the other group,
Mhm.
that the group that's with us, that just be the distraction, will leave like moments before the other group arrives, like early enough that they won't interact, but that the group on the fool's errand will probably see them.
Yeah, I
leaving.
see what you're saying. I would say you could be kind of intentional about the fool's errand peoples, the fools. You could be intentional about like the map you give them even or something like that, so that they actually like side skirt some of it or whatever. I'd say you could line it up, especially if like you guys are good at traveling. You do it often. So you can just straight up travel faster than them most likely too. So I'd say you could time it up pretty easily and then just like either be where you want to be ahead of them and just wait for them, or intentionally send them off on a different direction or whatever. I'm sure there's some way you could make it work.
Okay. So are we fast forwarding to that point, or is there anything else that needs to happen?
I'll say, yeah, if there's nothing else, we can get moving to that.
So then when they walk up, before they can even, the fools, before they walk up, I'm going to say, look, you didn't think you were the only ones, did you? In fact, they're only going to keep a quarter. So I'll make a deal. If you guys get there first, I'll still do the half and half with you. But I'm not
Okay.
going to give you anything up front because there's another group that's got a better deal.
Okay. I like that. I think they're kind of locked into this thing already, so there's not a whole lot they can do. You're kind of just informing them, hey, this is how it is. So I feel like they're just gonna be like, oh, that's pretty lame, but all right, fine. You know, we're gonna get there first anyway, so it won't be an issue.
All right. I would show them on the map, like, this is, like, I'm going to wait here for you guys, and I'm pretty sure over here, like, a different side from the other group. I'm like,
Yeah.
pretty sure we just did a quick scout around. Pretty sure this is I'll give you the better spot. You know, this is where I
There
think
you
is
go.
the best place to enter the camp.
Okay, there you go. Okay, cool. That sounds good. I mean, I'll have that in the back of my mind, but you know, we'll work together as to when those things are playing out. So if you're like, okay, I'd like it to be around this time, feel free.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. Anything else that y'all need?
Can I just try to do I need to do any kind of disguising of us to not look like Radiant Vanguard? Like, does anyone have their like tattoo in a visible location, or?
I'd say with maybe even just like the clothes you're wearing and stuff like that, for the most part, you can make it not completely obvious that you're Vanguard, and you can just be,
Okay.
Adventurers instead or whatever. So it wouldn't be too hard.
I could just be a passerby trying to, bring some stew to nearby granny or something.
Yeah,
So
it's,
what should be our play, guys? How do you think should we just come in, wait till distraction and attack? Should we try to talk our way in? What should we do?
I don't know. It's hard to tell.
Can we see
So
it?
the
Can we do
inform-
maybe a little scouting first?
So
Yeah, we should see
okay.
how
So
bad he is.
I'll give you a bit of context here. So there is going to be one thing before you get too far into this. You have an idea of where the keep itself is without issue. You don't necessarily know. I don't want to fast forward too much because you are aware that they are, in theory, these orcs are aware that you may be on your way. So, there might be some issues between here and there. You are aware, so there's like the main road that you can take to get to this location. That's gonna be, you're most likely to come under ambush or some sort of issue on the main road, probably. Or you are aware that there's like a little side path through a forested area that is not nearly as traveled. So you've kind of got your options there. Like through the wilderness might be a little bit dangerous just because it's wilderness, or you can take the main road, which might be a little bit dangerous because they may know you're coming. They do know you're coming. So you do have that to deal with as decision making first. That's up to you.
I'm fine with sticking on the main road. I could probably even stick 20, 30 feet back or to the side in the woods or something. So that way, if you guys do get ambushed, we could ambush the ambusher. Or one of you guys could do that if you have like a good ranged ability or something like that.
What class is Oban?
I'm a champion, but I just picked up some javelins. So that was what I was thinking.
The 2 champions and a rogue.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Well,
Have some.
yeah. So I guess should the rogue be our in the forest person then?
That makes
Okay.
sense.
I mean, we
relatively
could probably
specifically-
kite as well for the first round or two with our ranged weapons if we keep distance, and then intercept if they go for dog at all. It is the rogues don't they get buffs on them having conditions or something like that? Is that how they work? Actually, I haven't seen a rogue yet in DC20.
There's some of that when I'm level 2. I'm level 1.
Okay.
I get my stamina back is one of the ways I can get it back if I hit something that has a condition. But you don't need to worry too much about that. I have some ancestry specific stuff that helps me with flanking. So I don't actually have to be flanking from a class perspective. And I have a heavy crossbow. So I can be in the trees or whatever if need be.
Yeah, totally. My, let's say, sneaking skill probably wouldn't be anywhere close to yours, so we could totally have you in the trees. Doesn't matter to me. But do you guys want to take the main road, or did you want to go to the wilderness? If we take the main road, I think we should do an ambush to the ambushers. But if we go through the wilderness, maybe we just fight a bear.
Yeah, I'm
don't
thinking
know.
we approach the main road, have Yogg along the flank of the woods, and should there be more of them than us, we might just want to keep some distance in between. I got my great bow. I saw you picked up some new gear of yourselves, and when the time goes right, we'll switch in and close the quarters, finish the job.
Absolutely. That sounds great. And I'm sure we could probably block off the road with a tree or two.
Wait, that sounds like a lot of elbow grease, but you looks like you're more built for that than me. It'll be a lot of chops from this gnomish arms, or that thing falls.
I haven't used my glaive to cut down a tree yet, but it won't stop me now.
I'm good at supervising tree chopping, but the actual chopping is not really my thing.
I have awareness 5, so I guess Calvin can volunteer to take the lead, unless you have higher or the same.
No, I think mine is also 5.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Cool.
But athletics and intimidation is at 7. So if you need me to stare someone down, I got a good one.
Okay. Yeah, we probably would want to go the intimidating route because my influence isn't high. But they don't seem like they're up much for negotiation, anyways. With that, though, I think Calvin's ready to begin the expedition.
Yeah,
That's fine,
definitely.
that's great. Main road. I'll sneak along the side.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's do that.
All right. So you guys travel for a little while along the main road, obviously being attentive to your surroundings. But once you're like generally like you're getting to the point that you're starting to close in on this area, and so you're like especially heightened. You know, you're like, okay, if something's going to go down, it's going to happen in this area most likely. So you travel along for a little while. Those of you, I mean, you have a couple people there with very, you know, you are especially aware of your surroundings. So I'm going to give you a little heads up that a little ways down the road, you can see that there is what looks to be just kind of like a crude roadblock that has been thrown together with a bunch of lumber. And it also looks like there's a bit of a tower on top of that too. And you see that before any issue. Like you're able to clock that and realize that's what's going on up ahead of you. Is there any specific way you approach? Right now, I'd say you can see one person on the tower for sure. A humanoid figure on the tower. But you're like pretty far off at this point. So that's what you got to work with. What are we thinking?
Damn. I knew I should have gotten myself a spyglass.
I can't 100% tell, but it looks like
Does that
there's just a vague shadow.
You don't look like a green shadow or anything to you?
Now staring at the sun. No, I can't see anything.
All right, well, you know, my mentor who taught me a little master of arms, he said, if you don't got a good plan, always upgrade the badassery. I'm gonna pull out a little trick here. Watch this. And he's gonna take the longsword he just got, and he's gonna, as he approaches closer, he's gonna like throw it like a high arc, and so it like impales into the road, sticking, which is kind of like a universal like throwing the chicken foot down of like, hey, this is a challenge call. And then he's going to step forth, and he's just going to have both of his hands on his collars, like in his portrait, and just stare across towards that figure.
Okay, that's the approach here. I imagine Yogg is, there is the path, but there's definitely, it's in a decently forested area. So like the path is cleared out, but it's not like plains, you know what I'm saying? There are areas to kind of tuck away still as you're approaching this spot. So imagine Yogg is kind of hanging out in the trees.
You want me to roll stealth?
So yeah, go ahead. So you kind of like you walk your way up a little bit more, like close enough that you venture to guess that even if you aren't seen yet, your sword's gonna be when you huck it and then hopefully impale it in the ground here.
Would that be a D8 help die to him as well if I'm trying to gather the attention?
You know what? Sure.
Ooh.
Absolutely.
Nice.
I'll take a little toss.
Okay, bumps
18
it up to 18. Okay, pretty good. Okay, what's Oban doing as his plan's unfolding, if anything?
I would honestly be his shadow in a way, just standing behind him. Might even have my hands on my hips, but that's about it. Just kind of backing him up.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. Okay, so you launch this long sword up into the air, a nice tall arc, and it kind of just like whistles through the air a little bit. And then just kind of like sticks in the ground. And you see the figure at the top of the tower quickly like jolt, you know, and like looks over in that direction. And you hear a voice that's like, hey, I think we've got company. Might want to check this out. And then you see 3 more figures from kind of like behind this area, this roadblock area. Kind of like peek their way around this big roadblock. And they all just look like lumbering folks. And I'd say you're close enough now that you can make out that these are definitely orcs that have just crudely blocked the road. And so they kind of communicate a little bit back and forth. And they're like, hey, whoever threw that, you better step out here and show yourselves. So at that point.
Yeah. Calvin will look behind to Oban and be like, doing the hands on the hip thing, not the cross arm technique.
I figured if I looked disappointed, they'd be more sad.
Look, all right, we're gonna have to have a chat by the time we're done with this. Just act imposing, okay? And he's just gonna kind of march forward a bit more.
Okay. And then they actually like see what's happening here. And you notice the archer right away. Like he's on top of this tower and he just like basically locks an arrow towards you guys. But let's give you something to actually represent what we're looking at here. Okay. So they're about theirs. And we will put you, let's see if this works like I wanted it to. Place party. Why is it only, okay. So let's see. It's like Yogg's hanging out in the trees over here or something, right? And then Still need Calvin.
Can
Bada
I be a
bang.
little bit like further?
Yeah. I'm cool with
You
that.
don't mind?
Nope, I'm cool with that. Okay, readjust this. Perfect. All right. So you guys are basically you step up into that area. You know that Yogg is out in the woods there, near you as well. So you're all kind of approaching at the same time. And so these guys, these guys, there's at least 2 of these guys stepped out front, and then this guy made himself visible still too. Okay. And yeah, perfect. The sword. Nice, good.
Yep.
All right.
It's a little drawing, but hopefully it looks like sword.
Yeah.
Because I might need to pick that up later.
That's true. We'll say that this guy like is right in the middle of the path, and he's the one that's like directly approaching you guys, and he's like, "Oh, I have an idea of who you are then. So what do you think you're doing?"
So if me and him are both like stepping up, we're going to say, I'd probably just try to keep it short and simple, intimidating in a way. Why are you on these roads? Something simple like that,
And that one guy at the front there is like, "Because we've been told that these stupid Vanguard people are coming." And then the orc behind him was just like, "You idiot! Of course, they know that's them." So they're kind of just bickering a little bit. Archer guy in the tower is like, "Should I shoot him? Is it time?"
Oban's going to put up his hands a little bit and be like, "We're not the Vanguard, but we just recently passed a group of them."
Oh, okay. Interesting. They're like, "Oh yeah, well, how are we supposed to believe that? You could just be them."
Look at me, an ape, a giant gorilla man. Do you really think I would be a part of the Radiant Vanguard?
Okay.
Trying to appeal to their also bestial like shape or form.
Okay.
Since like orcs are brutish.
Right. Yeah. Fair enough. Make an influence check and we'll see.
-2. So let's see how this goes.
Are they speaking Orcish or like common?
They are speaking common.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good because I do not know Orcish.
Yeah.
I would say maybe like
I was like, wait.
a little bit, maybe like like mumbles back and forth to each other. You're hearing Orcish instead, but they're addressing you. Okay. And basically they're just like, "Well, we don't know. You could be. What does it matter? Who do we know what the Vanguard hires and doesn't? So you better maybe just go away." And the archer guy, you see, he's got like an arrow knocked at this point. He's like, just bug-eyed.
Well, I tried.
Is there any way I could sneak up further while they're chatting?
Yeah, go ahead and make a stealth check. See if you can make it up there.
Oh, I was also on that point because I wanted Yogg to kind of get the upper hand on the archer. So I don't know if there's a way I can also assist with this.
Sure. How would you narratively go about it? You see Yogg starting to move, and it's like you hear like a branch crack over there. So now it's like your distraction time kind of thing.
Yeah. Calvin could take one more step closer, and as he kind of speaks and goes, "Before we start exchanging fisticuffs, I just want to make sure that you understand we're outnumbered."
Perfect. They're very distracted. They're confused by what you said. Yogg, go ahead. We'll do a D8 to your roll and see. It bumps you up a little bit.
Oh yeah, Finn, give me that D8.
Okay, let's do it.
You earned it, or I earned it.
That is really funny.
There you go.
Okay.
Nice. Okay, that does bump it up a little bit. This can be a bit of a contest, but they're distracted, so I'm also going to give them disadvantage, and we'll see how this goes. Oh my gosh. Okay, all right.
Have a contingency plan.
Someone check this man's dice.
I know, dude. I don't know.
Can I get like
Sorry.
half my movement? Can I get like half my movement before they notice me?
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Yeah,
Before
somewhere
the
kind of
intervention,
halfway-ish.
Did we get enough time to do the know your enemy feature for the champions?
Ooh,
Or is it
yeah.
cut too short?
No, I'll
did.
say you have. Yeah.
Nice.
And okay,
That's really
I need
cool.
to make a knowledge or insight. So I'll do.
I would also like to do the same.
Okay.
And then can I yell something when they're done?
Of course.
Because I assume Yogg would note. Do I notice that they notice me?
Yeah, it's pretty much like you make it halfway, and then the archer guy literally just like obnoxiously pivots, looking directly at you, and he's just like, "Hey, something's up. There's a little guy moving over there."
So the know your enemy is make a DC 10 knowledge or insight check. And success, you learn the chosen
I failed.
stat is higher, lower, or the same as yours.
Okay.
So I would think of his HP is what Oban
Yeah,
is thinking.
a
The
good one.
archer.
Okay. Definitely lower than yours.
Lower. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as the archer turns and looks at me, I want if it's if I can retcon and say I don't have my halfling disguise up, I'd like to do that. But if not, that's reasonable.
Yeah, sure. I'm cool with that.
Okay.
Blending
And
in
I'm
with
like,
the green.
hey, idiots! And I want to say this in orc. I came. These are the distraction. They're coming from the north. They hired these fool peasants.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So
I mean, these
fluent
orcs are
in orc.
interesting. I say these
And I'm
orcs are confused for sure. Okay, go ahead and roll an influence check. Yeah, just roll an influence check, and we'll see how this is going. DC's gonna be a little high. That's pretty good.
Only when
Oh.
it's something crazy do I roll well.
All right. All right. This archer guy is just like, boss, I really don't know what to think anymore. What's happening? And they're kind of just like, speaking back and forth in orcish a little bit. And they're like, well, should we just kill them if they're the distraction? And they're like, who are you anyway?
I'm Gilbert's son, you idiots. Don't you recognize me? And
That's
I'm
really
like,
funny.
Of course you should kill them. And then I want, if it's possible, I want to shoot my crossbow at the archer.
Okay, yes, I will give you advantage on the shot against them. They're so confused. They're looking back and forth. It's enough of a distraction that you can launch, and you can definitely attack this archer guy with advantage.
Okay.
And we'll see what happens from there. Oh.
Did it roll?
Oh my.
Oh, wait. I rolled 3 times. I'm sorry.
Okay, I thought so. Oh, no problem. Okay, so we'll do the first 2 rolls.
Okay, that's because I thought you just rolled a 6 and an 8 with advantage.
Okay.
I thought I did 2, and then I was like, wait. My dice, it only showed 2 of them on my screen, so I clicked a 3rd time.
Yeah, same. Okay. So the total's 21 then. Okay.
Yes.
Honestly, this is gonna be really funny. So it's gonna be enough to just basically drop this tower guy. He's not gonna see this coming at all. And that's gonna be more than the base damage for it anyway. So basically you launch a crossbow bolt at this guy. He kind of is like switching back and forth. He doesn't know what to do with his bow. And one of the times he looks away from you, this bolt from your heavy crossbow just like launches straight through his face, and then he just like falls off the tower. And the rest of the orcs are just like, hey, you're not Gilbert's
Still an orc,
son.
I'd be like, they're in the trees.
I don't think there's any more confusing them you can do. They're just like, we gotta kill these guys, especially him. And so now here's the question. Do you guys want to handle this like a rapid resolution skill challenge and see how it goes? Or do you want to straight up roll for initiative and take it tactical? I'm gonna leave it up to you.
Go. I wouldn't mind rolling for initiative.
Let's do it. Let's get it done.
Seems like we'll probably wreck these guys here pretty soon.
Let's get it done. So go ahead. Roll for initiative.
I got a 9.
9. I'll pull up the turn order majig.
8.
Okay.
Can I give advantage to either of them by causing such a crazy distraction, or is that asking
Sure.
too much?
I'm cool with that. That's like what just happened narratively is a perfect example of a distraction.
Take an extra 5. I think they would know me. At least Oban would know me well enough to be like, we're about to enter combat.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Cool. Thank you.
All right. So Calvin ended up with, and it's still unfortunately not enough to clear the DC for you guys though. It's half of you, but it's rounded. So actually it is. So you're good because it's 5 on top of, wait, Oban's roll was 8.
Yep.
Oh, it's not enough. I'm
This
sorry.
is 13.
Plus
30.
5.
I'm sorry, it's not enough. Okay. So this first orc guy here is already, he's kind of like on the move, and he's just like, we got to kill these guys. So he's looking towards here. Wait, hold on. This is important. Combat music. Okay, go. Here we go. All right. He's looking towards Yog, who just shot the archer clean off his stand. And you see him pull, he's like reaches around real quick around his body, like almost panicking. And he grabs a hand axe off of his waist. He's looking at you, and he's just gonna huck this thing towards you, Yog. Okay, all right, here we go. With an 18 against your PD.
Oh, never mind. Is it too late to try to sidestep? I didn't actually announce that before the roll.
No,
I was
you're
thinking-
good. I'll let you. No, you're good. You're good.
Oh, okay.
You're good.
I will sidestep
Next time,
then.
I don't know. It's hard with the reaction ones like that anyway sometimes, so I get it. So 17 against your PD.
Still hits. Yeah, it still hits.
It's like hardly different. Okay, all right. That is just gonna be
I think I
1
could roll
point
out.
of damage as he throws this hand axe and it clips you. Thankfully, it doesn't do like a full body shot, but it does clip you and you take 1 damage. And then he's going to, so kind of like on the run, he throws it at you and kind of like mid run, he's going to kind of close the gap with you a little bit there too. And that'll be okay. He's gonna make it all the way up to you, but that'll be his turn. I get them in the turn order real quick, and then next up would be Oban.
Okay, definitely. So
Should it be Calvin?
yeah, I think it might be Calvin.
Oh, I'm sorry, my fault.
Okay.
Yeah, Calvin's got first dibs
All
there.
right. So fighting spirit. Let's do advance, which will be a free movement and first
Nice.
advantage on the first check. So we're gonna go movement one. I think I'm a 5 movement. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It's gonna like run towards this guy, picking up the sword on the way. Trying to be
Cool.
cool with it. 1, 2, 3,
Oh, yeah.
4, 5. And as he picks up the sword, he's also going to use bolas on the other hand to throw. See how far away this guy is. 11 spaces. Kind of far. I just need 10. So let's start the first action point for movement. So we'll do another 1, 2. I'm going to target that guy with the bola.
Gotcha.
So
Excuse
this
me.
one will be with advantage because of the first check.
Nice.
The master at arms, whatever thing.
Nice.
So I get a plus. What is it? Plus 4. Okay. 2d20. All right. Yeah. 19 plus 4 should be 23 to hit.
Okay. That is a heavy hit.
All right. So this one doesn't do damage. I don't think. It just will do the capture. So it's contested by their physical save.
Oh, that's right.
Okay. So 23 is the DC, which is great. Hopefully.
Yeah, that's really good. Okay. Physical save. A little bit of a bonus. Jeez. So it's 21, but he still fails.
Almost. Okay, so so he doesn't get restrained because we didn't succeed by 10, but he does get grappled there until he is freed.
Okay.
And we'll finish the movement here with the long sword to attack this guy.
Nice. Okay.
I just love the visual of that. You like run up and grab the sword and you throw the thing. And like,
Yeah, it's awesome. Then now he's swinging. That's very cool.
Okay, so that's 1 AP to move, 1 AP to throw, the attack. And then we're going to do... He's going to have disadvantage because it's second attack. But really, I'm going to add the knockback enhancement into it here. Or 3 and 4 on the attack. All right, so let's do that.
There you go.
Because I think the knockback goes back through regardless if he hits or not. It's a save thing, right?
Yes.
So 9 plus 4 is 13 to hit.
13 does hit with a normal hit.
nice.
That would be... I get a +2 bonus to hit when using it as well. So 15 because it's
Nice.
versatile.
That's great.
So 15 then for 1 slashing. And then the...
1 slashing. Okay, got it.
Yeah, if it's just a normal hit. And then the
And then he saves. Let's see.
save is
What
a
the crap,
DC 14.
Okay, saved with a
saves.
23.
Succeeds against the... Sometimes Calvin forgets he's just a gnome, so as he tries to shoulder bash him, he just gets like shoulder okay, well that didn't work. But he stabs his foot and he instead out of retaliation.
There you go. That's even better because like the whole lead up was sick. Grabs the sword, throws the bola, grapples the guy, hits this guy still, and just like shoulder charge and doesn't move. It's like, oh, yeah. Okay, awesome. And it is that orc's turn now. So he's definitely face to face with you. I mean, he's gonna do everything he can to hurt you the best he can. So he's gonna attack. He has a short sword with him and a bit of a like little buckler shield kind of strapped to his other arm. So he swings the short sword at you. He's going to spend all of his action points on it. Just blow it right away. So he's going to give it advantage and up its damage a little bit here. That's his plan.
I'll parry. I'm gonna add a reaction parry. So
Gotcha.
+5 ED, which will put me at 19.
Okay, perfect. Let's see. Oh yeah, you're definitely good. You are in the clear with an 8 against your PD. Yeah, nice. So this whole thing, like you disrupt him enough that like, even though the shoulder charge hit him and he didn't really move, he's still angry about the stab in the foot. So he's trying to like swing and he's a little off balance and completely misses you there. That's his whole turn. Moving back over to Oban now. Actually, Oban's turn.
Definitely. So thinking Calvin was a little bit of a genius there. He's going to also throw his bolus, but he's going to throw it at the one in front of Yogg.
Okay.
And I'm also going to use my advantage on the first turn for that as well.
Okay.
But I am second level, so I could do adaptive tactics, which gives me a D8 tactical die too. So it's an advantage and a help die for this first attack.
Nice. This is going to be big. And it is athletics too, right?
Yes. Oh, crap. You're right. So that's +7, not +4.
Yeah. Okay. Sting. So what is the total there?
23.
Okay. He has to save.
23 plus a D8, right?
Yep.
Yeah, plus the D8. Nice. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be good for you.
Good for me.
Yeah. Yeah,
Right.
for real.
Okay. So +3 to that. Got
Oh, gosh. I need a drink. Okay.
26.
Sorry. So he only got
No,
a
you're good.
14 against 26, was it?
Yeah. Yep.
Nice. So he's instantly restrained then, right?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. So he's instantly restrained. That's huge.
And then combat readiness. The thing is advance. So you gain the benefit of the move action and advantage on the next physical check. So I'm going to move in this direction too. I only have 4 spaces, so not very far.
Okay. Okay. Nice.
But that should have been my first AP, technically.
right.
And now I'm going to go ahead and move a little bit closer to Calvin here. Oh, wait, I have reach. I thought I had to get closer. All right, never mind. I'm going to use my
that'll do it.
glaive to... yeah. It's going to be at disadvantage, but I'm going to use my last 2 AP to make it a normal hit, and I'm going to try to strike the orc in front of us with a glaive.
Okay. I'm not the only one rolling good today.
Yes. 21.
21 is just shy of a brutal hit. So still a heavy hit though.
Okay.
So you got 1
Very
extra
cool.
damage. What's the total damage there?
My glaive, it's 2 damage, slashing damage. It's also got... That's it, actually. It's not
Okay, nice.
impact, so it's good.
Okay. All right. All right. So you're rushing up. This thing is locked in combat with Calvin.
yeah.
Takes a swing at Calvin. Misses. Oban, you run up with the glaive. What does it look like as you finish this orc off?
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
I would probably just like... Since Calvin's so close to me, I would, in a way, almost be like swinging a little bit over Calvin, but like
Yeah.
way over him because I'm not trying to hit him at all. So it's just like, in a way, just like swing over and just chop the orc like right in the face.
So basically, from just above your head, Calvin, you just see this giant glaive come down and cleave this orc. Boom, he's gone.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I mean, it's not like I was handling that one, but sure.
Excellent.
You loosened it for me.
I don't need you talking down to me now.
I'll get on one knee. You loosened it for me.
Wait, what is that? Did you just steal my bolo starting off move? I see that over there. He's pointing at the one over there behind him. He sees it now.
And we're completely restrained, and he's just like, "Shut up!"
All right, yeah, he's gonna see. His is restrained while his is grappled, and he's just gonna be like, now he's just in quiet rage. Gonna.
Excellent. Was that everything you can do, Oban? It was, right?
Yep, that was a 4.
Okay. This orc over here on the right is grappled, which means that he can't move. So he's going to try to spend an action point to get out of the grapple. And he really wants to make sure he can. So he's going to make it at advantage as well. And
Just
we'll see.
DC 10. Yeah. That's all it is.
Okay. Pulls it off with the first one either way. Okay. All right. So he does manage to escape the grapple with 2 action points. And then he's going to, so you see him kind of like shove the bola off and kind of just like throws it on the ground angrily. And he's going to, actually, no, he's not going to throw it on the ground. He's going to pick up your bola and he's going to throw it back at you, Calvin. That's going to be what's going to happen here.
Ooh.
Okay.
I need a homebrew reaction of catch bola.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to write that in his log. Okay, I need to start learning how to catch these things.
It's only a 9. So you only have to do
I'm
a physical
14. Oh, I have to, roll that.
physical check against the 9.
I also have, I'm not really sure how this works, but with Calvin being a gnome, he has grapple and restrain resistance by 1. So is this advantage then?
Whoa, I honestly have
That's
no
what it
idea
does.
how that would work. I have no clue how grapple resistance would work.
Usually you roll an advantage, but it's a check. But I'll roll.
I mean, it
1,
is against being
then
grappled. It's literally just a ranged grapple.
Yeah.
So yeah, for
I'll just
sure.
roll it 2. Okay, it doesn't matter too much. Because I think I beat it either way, right?
Yeah,
10
for sure.
Plus,
Oh, yeah.
100%. So he manages
1
to
plus
get
1.
your bola off of him, and then he immediately he like throws it on the ground, and he's like, he second guesses it, picks it back up, and throws it towards you, and completely, you know, you used your reaction catch bola.
Thank you. Most people, they like cut them and have to resupply them.
Yeah, he's like, well, I'm not. I'm bigger than most people. And he's just angry. He's like, but shut up. And then that'll be it for his turn. And that brings us back over to Yogg. Sorry, I'm not keeping very good track of the turn order thing. Okay. Yeah, Yogg, you are up.
Oban's going to whisper a little bit under his breath. That was so cool. Just seeing him like wrap up the bowl in his hand and then tuck it down.
Yeah. This orc in front of you is restrained. You've got that going for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna feint, and like he's restrained, but I still want to like roll between his legs, like go like I'm going to pretend like I'm gonna attack him, and then roll under his legs, and then come and attack him from behind.
Love it.
So I need to make a trickery contested against his his awareness, right? Hold on.
Probably. That would make sense.
I have it written down, but I've forgotten where it is. Oh yeah, there it is. Insight. It's insight check.
Okay, insight. Not super insightful. A 10. He meets you at a 10. He's defending, so the 10 actually
he wins.
Succeeds, I believe. Yeah, okay, all right.
Yeah, no, he beat. That's all right. Okay, so my cunning action lets me do that little movement, the feint. Then I failed, but that's one AP. I used one earlier, so I've got 2 remaining. Let's see here. Well, let's just let's draw my little circus spear and attack. That's a concealed. So I will attack, and I will make this a power attack.
Okay.
And I will use my stamina to make it a double power attack, because I actually have double advantage on this since he's restrained.
Right. Yeah.
And it's a concealable weapon.
That's big. Let's see it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good.
So 1, 2, 3.
No.
So 17.
Okay. I only saw the 2 rolls and they were both 3s. And I was like, what? No way.
That's why I had to give myself double advantage, because there was no way.
Right. Okay. 17 is a heavy hit. Exactly a heavy hit, in fact.
A heavy hit. Okay, so my 1 plus the heavy plus the 2 power makes it 4.
Nice. This is gonna be sick. Okay, what does it look like as you finish this orc off?
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna like go to kind of
Exactly
like feint
enough.
and like roll around him, and he totally like is prepared for that, and he's restrained, so he can like wiggles around to like turn around, and like as he turns around, like my little circus spear thing like looks like it's just like not a spear at all. It has like the head like it like collapses down, and I want to like have that go up in his neck, up like out his mouth or something, or like in his head or something.
Yeah, so he's just like turning, following, and he's just like, you're not gonna fool me with that little one, and then he just drops.
And that's it for me.
Very good. Okay, next up would have been that one. So that brings us back over to Calvin.
All right, make sure I understand this. If you use the enhancement extend attack with a weapon that already has reach, does that just give it an extra 1 additional space?
I would say so. Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Okay, because I think that's how I have to make this work. A free weapon switch for the champion. Well, is obviously caught those, tucked those in. He's putting away the longsword, taking out the pike. He's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He has reach, which will get here, so he's gonna do extend attack to get here.
That's awesome.
With the pike being a spear style, he gets +1 damage if he moves 2 spaces, at least 2 spaces moving towards it. So we're gonna go for that with a advantage, I believe, because I have 3 action points: 1 to move, 1 to attack, 1 to enhance it. So it's just standard.
Okay, 8 unfortunately does not cut it. You are noticing this orc is wearing a little bit heavier armor as well, compared to the rest of them at least. But yeah, an 8 doesn't quite do it, unfortunately.
That's all he's got. He swings a little too far to reach, doesn't quite work.
Okay, next would have been the orc in front of Oban, and then that brings us back to Oban.
Okay. The first thing I'm going to do is look over at Yogg and say, don't forget to grab that bolus. It's like $600. And then I'm going to turn over to the orc, and I'm going to do a monk stance into the bull stance, and I'm going to charge straight at this guy.
All right.
Right here to give me 2 spaces of movement fully. And I'm going to use 1 AP to attack, and I'm also going to do the heroic bash technique. So that's So the AP and the SP to be able to do it. Making a check against the PD, and it makes a physical save against my save DC.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it, and we'll see where this lands. Good.
Not well.
Physical.
Not well at all.
Physical save, you said?
Yep.
Okay. Dirty 20. Gee whiz. So you absolutely just like a monster. You just make your way over there, and you're just gonna crush this guy. He, cowering, happens to fall out of the way of the attack, basically.
Dang, man. It was 2 AP to move, 1 AP and 1 SP to do the heroic bash. So I have 1 AP left over.
Okay.
Didn't realize I was zooming in.
No, it was
It zoomed way out and then all the way in. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever. So I think with my glaive still, I'm just gonna like miss this swing and then go for a backhanded swing with the glaive, maybe with disadvantage.
Makes sense to me. You never know. This one might just land. Nope.
Oh my goodness.
Man, you twist your ankle pretty hard with that backswing too, unfortunately. So you do end up
I think I'm
exposed from the natural one.
Ow.
Jeez.
No, that's what I get for trying to imitate Calvin again. I thought I could do it with the bolus 2 in a row.
Oh, man. Okay. The plan was there. Unfortunately, this last orc is getting pretty slippery. It is his turn. He's pretty much he's gonna weigh his options here, but he's pretty much like, he sees how quickly you guys just absolutely dispatch the rest of the crew here, and he's pretty much just gonna go to his knees and just be like, all right, wait, that's enough. Even though you're like attacking and missing, swing and like twist your ankle, and he's just like, stop. So he's kind of just like, shielding himself, goes to his knees, and it's just like, stop, that's I surrender.
I'm on like one knee. Yeah, I'm on like one knee and got an arm on the floor here, and I'm like, that's right.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. You backed down from our warning shots. That's what I thought.
Yeah, you killed all of them. That's enough for me.
We weren't missing earlier either. Those were definitely warning shots.
Yeah, we wanted to talk to you. So just dusted myself a little bit.
Right, yeah, just spare me, and please, just spare me.
All right, so might as well group up and see if we can ask this dude a couple of questions. I definitely shouldn't be the talker, but I will be the intimidator.
I'll bring the bolas over. Back to you.
Thank you.
Y'all want to remind me again? We're dispatching orcs, but was there a greater purpose to all this? I get a little brain dead when I get hungry.
So, the orcs have been taking up an encampment in this area here. We need to run them out of the castle, right?
Yeah, they're kind of invaded an old abandoned keep, and they're just hanging out there, using it as like a big old camp.
Yeah, so is abandoned keeps just an orc thing, or you serving a greater purpose there?
Yeah, no, nothing crazy. We just came here as roaming bandits, really, and the keep was available, so we took it. Well, it was available after we killed a couple of homeless people.
It's reasonable.
And you turned to this life of banditry for what purpose? You could have done something more, like be a chef.
I'm also curious how recently homeless.
He's just like, a chef. I can cook quite nicely, actually.
Okay, I don't believe you, but proceed.
It's like, we've grown up in this life. If it can be yours, take it, and then it is yours, and that's good. That's what we've been raised on.
I'm not really familiar with the family tree of orcs, but Yog, you speak a little orcish. Is this a testament to kind of how their life goes?
I'll use one of my my juggling knives, so it's like blunted. It's not, but I'll like shove it up under his neck, and I'll be like, tell the truth.
He's just
man.
yeah, no, that is the truth. I mean, I'm sure there's other orcs that might not
How
live
many
this
are there
way.
of you? How many orcs?
I mean, a lot, really. And go ahead and make an intimidation check.
Oh, me?
Yeah. I'll give you
I'll
advantage.
stand behind him.
With help. Advantage with help. We'll see how intimidating this can be.
Oh, did you say with advantage?
Yeah, advantage and help. Advantage because you just wiped out his crew. Help because Oban's right next to you.
18.
Okay. Quite good. Okay. So he's gonna be like, oh, I mean, I'm not that great with numbers. And you see him kind of like point at his neck, and he's just like, I mean, listen, don't kill me. Let me think. And he's kind of like trying to use his fingers to count, and he's like, 11D.
11D?
Okay.
Yeah, roughly.
Okay.
Who?
All right, hold on. I got this. What's your favorite thing to cook? Maybe some stew?
I mean, I like stew. I like rabbit a lot.
Okay. All right. So you season this rabbit? You add any kind of like herbs?
What's herbs? Like, oh, you mean like plants? No, not normally. Normally we wring them out, and then we kind of like make a gravy from their blood. That's about it.
Okay. All right. How many of these rabbits do you put in to feed yourself? Can you kind of think there and make a connection to about how many of these rabbits are
Right.
in this fortress of solitude of yours?
Okay, I see. He goes back to his hands and he counts again, and he's just like 11D, probably.
11D's not a real word, and you know it.
He's like, oh, I mean, it could be less, not 9. I don't know. There's less than he kind of puts up his hands. He's like, there's a little bit more than fingers here, I think.
That is 11D.
I knew it.
11D plus 1, actually.
Oh, I was close.
Who's in charge?
This abandoned keep, is it got any other, what are all the entryways to it? You just got a couple, just a single?
Oh, well, I mean, there's 2 entrances, both kind of just big little gate things. It's got a big wall around the whole thing, just so you know. And also, there's one spot in the wall where you can kind of climb over easily, because it's all covered in vines, and I've done that before and pranked Gilbert. But that's about it. 2 entrances, one little sneaky entrance.
All right.
Who's the biggest one?
Oh, the biggest one, that's Iron Maw. He likes to stay inside for the most part, but every now and then he comes out and yells at us and hits us.
As he should.
All right.
Yes, he's a good leader.
I want to
big
be
is Iron
talking in
Maw?
orc, but translating as well.
Sure. Sure.
And how big is Iron Maw too?
Iron
Maybe
Maw's
in
really big.
comparison to me.
He's honestly, he's like your stature, but a little bit taller. He's large. He's a large creature.
So Oban's, he knows that it's an orc, right? But like getting bigger and bigger, he's just like tightening his lips, like
Yeah, he's really big.
Giant orc. You're saying he's basically like a giant.
Yeah, he's almost as big as some giants I've seen or heard of. He's very large. He might be partially giant.
He's probably related. Yeah.
that's all I need to know.
What was his name? Iron Maw.
Iron Maw.
What's Iron Maw afraid of?
Iron Maw? Nothing. Iron Maw's afraid of nothing, as far as I know. Nothing could scare him.
When's the last time Iron Maw had a good meal?
Most nights he comes out and steals whatever we've hunted for the day. Kind of like really makes himself big and asserts his authority, and it's pretty fun for all of us. So last night, at least.
He only comes out at night, or he comes out during the day?
Well, he comes out every now and then, kind of throughout the day, but he definitely comes out at night.
I think we should have this guy lead us there.
Maybe take us to the vine spot, try to sneak in, or what do you guys think?
My proposal, if we could perhaps intervene and improvise distraction to split this group, I think we take Group A, then Group B with quite a bit of ease based on what this skirmish here was today. We can have Big Green here taking us 2 fighters as prisoners of war. Yogg, looks like you got a good opportunity to enter through that trellis she was talking about across the wall. As far as the improvised distraction, not quite too sure. I don't have any bells or
We got our 2
whistles
groups.
on me.
We got those 2 groups.
Oh yeah, where are those folks?
It'd be really funny if probably not the Fool's Errand guys, but like maybe the fake Radiant Vanguard guys. I don't know, just like kind of come up the path behind you, and they're just like, "Holy crap, this is crazy!"
Do they? Is
like,
that what happens?
You guys, yeah, for sure. They're just like,
Okay.
you guys killed those guys, all of them. Wow.
Oh,
Well, ask and ye shall deliver, right? All right, y'all ready for part 2 of y'all's mission? Oh, sorry, let me consult my other comrades. Oban, Yog, how we feeling about that plan?
I'm fine with it. But
Anyway, I could possibly be hidden on Oban's person instead of splitting off.
Ooh.
That's an Oban question. I'll let him take that.
I feel like if you could pull it off, I wouldn't be against it. But
Can I disguise myself as part of your backpack in some way, or be in your backpack?
what do you think?
I'd
Uh,
say
I'm small, you're large.
I'd say that is definitely possible. You can use Oban as an object to hide behind. In that sense, yes. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
I mean, there still might be like checks to hide. You know what I mean? But yeah,
Yeah.
it's definitely doable. That's
That
pretty
feels
fun.
better to me than splitting. Everything else sounds fantastic, though.
So do you guys want to, I guess, get captured, or are we just gonna like beat on the door, start a combat?
Well, I think, yeah, getting an inside sweep before combat would be nice. And again, while there is a multitude of them, I think we could split them up. That would be the best circumstances for us.
Okay. If you guys wanted to take the vine path, I would take our already beaten up friend here and drop him at the front gate, just like my cat's clawing my leg. But
Oh,
I would drop him like right at the front gate to make a distraction for you guys. Maybe even try to like hold close the gates so that way like they're trying to get out or something. I don't know. But if you guys wanted to stick together, I could be the one who takes like the hits while you lay the land or something.
Would it
Are
be
we relying
possible-
on-
I have a crazy idea. Again, if we take this guy up just out of sight, maybe of the main thing, but within earshot, and we have our little peasant troop here, just start poking him hard with sticks, and so he starts and like tell him that if he doesn't get help to come save him, that he's gonna die, and like their job is like one of them acts as the lookout, and as soon as they see the main door open, they just run off, and so those orcs will come save him, and then we come in, because I feel like if we kill Iron Maw, we can be like, all right, Oban's the boss now.
I don't know. I feel like maybe it would work, but I feel like orc culture, right? The person who is gonna take over in the clan is the next person in like the lineage. I don't think they would accept me as chieftain, but
That's probably
I
true.
would try.
Well, let's get a little inquisitive here. Big Green, what's your name?
yeah. My name is Grub.
All right, Grub. Tell me a little bit about y'all's orc culture. If we came in, slew the head off of your Iron Maw, what happens then?
And right away he's like kind of angry, and he's just like, "Well, you won't. First off, just to be on the same page, that's not going to happen. But if it did, I don't know. Honestly, it might just depend on how it happens. If you're like, you make it really big and scary as it happens, maybe others will look to you as someone to follow. But I'm not sure. Everyone might just freak out and start killing you."
Does your culture have the concept of honor duels? Maybe we could call them out specifically. I duel them. You guys jump into the castle, get the lay of the land, and turn it into a dishonorable duel.
Yeah. Honestly, as soon as there's blood, like if someone just calls you out and you insult them real bad, like you talk about their mothers or something, yeah, I mean they'll 1v1 you.
All right. I mean, I'm down for that. But Oban, if you are going to take this duel, and my own consciousness of honor cannot help you, you would have to complete this duel on your own.
Oh gosh, but being a little bit wary, I feel like Oban might be second guessing himself a little bit, but he reluctantly he'd probably like, oh, all right, I can do it, saying it to himself more than you.
The orc's like, no, you can't. There's no way.
And of course he can. Of course he can. And kick him. Tell him he can. Tell him he can.
Oh, maybe you could. It's not impossible, I guess.
Well, we got options, boys. We can use our misfits behind us, a little miscreant crew to cause a distraction, slip in, maybe even set up a little bit of ambush on our own, or we can try to call out a duel against the big man himself.
I'll give you this much. If you get to the gates and you ask for Iron Maw for a duel, everyone in the camp is definitely going to be excited and want him to come out and duel you, because he's gonna just crush you and like eat your bones or something. I don't know.
Okay. Out of character, we are both champions, which means we might be able to do the champion know your enemy feature to really understand. If we both succeed, we could gauge like, okay, this guy is like a level 4, and we're gonna need at least 2 people on him.
Right.
And if that's the case, then we could just be like, yeah, let's just do the whole raid the small army, then the big boss situation. Or we can, I don't know, what do we think about that? Maybe. I feel like if we do that though, we're also calling out Iron Maul, then he would just be a part of the big fight, which wouldn't be great either.
I feel like maybe if there is a duel, that would be a great distraction to like, tip over a couple of braziers that have like a bunch of ash or charcoal or something at some of the other guys. I think it would be a pretty good idea to maybe even set a couple of traps. Just depending on whatever the distraction is, I feel like we could get away with 1 or 2 of them.
Okay. Calvin would have to respect the duel is the only thing, knowing his character, but I don't think he would like let you die. Like if you're about to get a killing blow, he'd probably step in and be like, no, you beat him. You don't need to kill him though. And if you try to kill him, I'm gonna fight you. Just throw that out there as well, meta wise.
Okay.
So yeah, I really do.
I'm fine.
Narratively, I really like the call out. It's fun.
That sounds awesome to me. I think
Okay.
I would probably just sneak in Bahak either way. Maybe get up on the walls and start cheering with the other orcs.
Yeah, I can go to the vine
That
method
would be
too. With
hilarious.
I can do the longbow vine method, I guess, if I need to, because that might be a good way to kind of get eyes from the side.
Should we have the guys? I'm sorry. Let me think that through before I say anything. How should we use our conscripts? Basically, they're not conscripts, but are.
Over dueling, I don't think we need them. I'm down to just kind of approach the gates and do this method.
They could just be there for moral support, like looking intimidating, you know what I mean? Like
Could they be
instead
like
of just
Oban's
3
hype men?
Yeah, instead of just 3 people walking up to a gate, it looks like 6 or 9 people, depending on how many of our guys are around. So
Be a little
it
bit
could
of
look
a-
slightly more
Yeah,
intimidating.
speculation.
Yeah.
All right.
They could be chanting your name too.
All right. So, Oban, you think you're up for this Iron Maul?
Hope he's got an iron jaw. Gonna need
All
it.
right. Well, we can work on that later. Grog, you a big fan of redemption arcs?
Yeah. It's Grob. What's redemption?
That's the thing you get. Second chance. And you might get one of those if you play along nice, all right?
All right, I've never
Or,
heard of that before.
yeah, it's a good thing. Otherwise, you get to. He's just going to gesture to his buddies.
His dead buddies.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, redemption sounds better than that. I'd say.
All right. Then be smart, all right? Go ahead. March on the way for us.
Should we tie this guy up?
Yeah, I mean, I
At
don't
least-
have any rope, but you're welcome to.
At least tie his hands behind his back.
Yeah, definitely. I'll throw a little bit of rope around his wrists and ankles.
Okay. And ankles.
He's gonna hop.
Just shuffle.
Okay.
I mean, it could be enough to take a step, like a short step, not a long step.
I could
That's
also
funny.
like carry him under my arm to give a little bit more of an intimidating call out, like drop him at the gate.
Yeah.
Can he have a leash? Could we like make a tie rope
Oh,
around
yeah.
his neck and you can be holding him?
Oh yeah. I'd say you've got enough rope to bind hands and feet and a leash if that's how you want to do it.
And I want to strip him to his underwear.
Okay. I mean, this guy, honestly, he's wearing a lot of armor. Once you get all the armor off, he's not as buff as you thought he might be. This is kind of just a tied up orc, and he's looking like a fool with his pants on the
I want
ground.
to use blood from one of the other guys and write loser on his chest too.
Oh my
orc.
gosh, that's awesome. All right, you got it. That is awesome. He's like, all right, this is really embarrassing, but I guess if it means redemdo, and he starts, so you just start hobbling, leading the way.
Definitely.
Okay. So you guys, you traveled most of the distance already. So by the time you're getting to this keep, are you keeping the other 3 guys just kind of hanging out with you then, basically, that you hired as fake vanguard?
Just in case.
Okay. So yeah, he just kind of hobbles most of the way there for you, to the point that you can actually see in the distance there is a little walled keep area. The path kind of fades away a little bit. The path kind of, like goes a little bit further along what would be a main traveled path. But you see a keep in the distance pretty clearly. It's a walled area. It's got like one bigger building kind of like above the walls that you can see. And it's got 2 big gates. It's just like this big rectangular walled area. So as you're approaching, before you get too close. So I'm just going to show it to you. But obviously what's in the walls, do your best not to I guess here, I'll hide them real quick. Look at that. Easy as that. Okay.
All 11 men.
So you're approaching, and the keep that you're approaching looks something like this. It's a big old place. I'm going to close the turn order thing now too. There we go. Okay.
Oh, wow.
So it looks something like that. You are noticing there are 3 visible, what looks to be like archer orcs, kind of just like around the walls. So we'll say that you're approaching from, I don't know, would you say you're approaching from the top or bottom? Either way, you see like the main gate on either side kind of thing. Would you prefer top or bottom of
Roll
this?
fate, even top, odds bottom.
Sure, that's perfect. Okay, odds bottom.
Can we see the vines?
Yes, that is actually really convenient. The vined area is going to be over on this side. It's at the very bottom. Actually, sorry, there's one little blip like right there. The very bottom. Bottom middle of the wall. I'll actually mark that a little bit too in case it comes up.
Oh, great.
Just some vine area stuff there. Okay, so you are seeing that. He kind of points that out as he's getting closer, and he's like, yeah, just right. He's like left of the main gate as we're approaching. Oh, there's some vines. And he's like, he points to the right, despite saying left. He's like, yeah, right over there. So.
Oh, should we have approached from the other side then? I don't even, if we're going to sneak in. It's too late. Keep going.
I mean, you're like far enough away. You can plot how this goes down still.
Let's not, because let's say that the other team that's out there is going to be approaching from the other side.
There you go. You built the map up to kind of loop them around, and they should, in theory, approach that way.
So, what are you guys doing? Do you just want me to start shouting, or did you want to hide first? Are you guys going to be with me when I do the call out, or did you want to like hit the vines?
I think I'll hide.
Okay, then I'll be with you if you're hiding.
Okay.
Right? I think that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely.
Is in what way is Yogg hiding?
I would be not in trees, but like in shadow brush, staying low to the ground.
Gotcha. Sounds good. Okay. All right. So you see your opportunity. There is one orc that you can intentionally avoid being spotted by. That's like on the tower as one of the archers. Or you can intentionally, like get his attention as you approach here. So you've got your options. And then, of course,
personally, I think Yogg will wait to approach the wall until Oban starts interacting.
Okay, a little ways off the wall yet. I gotcha. And then, of course, this orc you've got, Grob, you've got tied up is just like, what do we do now? Like, kind of thing. So he's at your disposal too.
Okay. So for the most part, if we're starting to get closer and closer to the gate, I'd just start essentially yelling Iron Maw, as aggressive as I totally could. I'd be taking this orc and just like lifting him up kind of like as a trophy or prize. Like, send your best. This is pathetic. Throwing him down kind of like towards the gate. And then I'm just going to keep on yelling Iron Maw while I take my brass knuckles and my buckler and just...
Oh, cool.
Just
making some racket.
Trying to get his attention.
Okay. So this...
He's saying, Oban the Maw Breaker.
Oh, yeah, of course. It's like, hey, chant this. Yeah. They're not the best actors, but they're also a little bit scared. So, they're kind of buying into this. So, like, the one orc that's kind of like patrolling the tower is just like, hey, what are you yelling about Iron Maw for? And he kind of, you see him look back, kind of towards the actual keep area there. And he's just like, hey, this guy's yelling for Iron Maw. And you hear a few different voices, and then like some just like screaming and chanting happening. And this archer guy basically kind of like comes up to the top of the gate to actually like communicate with you. And he's like, so I guess, I don't know, we'll put him there. It doesn't really matter too much, but we'll put him like there, whatever. Okay. So basically as you're kind of approaching, making a racket, he's like, all right, they want me to talk for them. They're going to go get Iron Maw right now and see what he says. Okay.
Okay. And I'll still kind of be doing essentially the same thing. I'm not just saying Iron Maw either. It'll be like, 2 or 3 different kind of labels, like Iron Maw the Coward, or like Iron Maw the Puny, stuff like that. Just trying to egg them on. And,
Yeah.
just essentially saying, bring out your leader. And I'll also call out the guy like sitting up at the top, like, I'll fight you too if I don't get somebody to come down here.
Okay. That's cool. He's just like, they're going to get Iron Maw right now, so hopefully he comes out here and kicks your butt. And he's like, but you won't. You wouldn't. I could shoot you from here.
And then I'll just hold up. I'll hold up the basically naked orc and be like, I'll use this as a shield.
Okay. And then you hear another voice from behind the wall there. And it's just like, all right, we're going to open the door now. Iron Maw's coming, so you better get ready. So here we go. The gate opens. And as the gate opens, let's see. Hold on. Time out. Let's get things rolling. Okay.
Us sneaky people. Oops, I'm on paint. Us sneaky people, can we maybe move over by the wall over here?
Yeah. I'm going to say you can without even needing a distraction. You can just kind of make it happen. Everyone's very focused on what's happening here. So that's all good. Hey, look at that. There he is. Large Iron Maw. Okay. So basically the gate opens and you see this guy just like standing there. And he's freaking huge. He's like literally twice the size of a normal person, right? So literally just massive. And he's just like a chunk, like he's just tall enough to be considered large, but he's definitely wide enough. And he's just like buff as heck. Stature of an orc, but 4 times the height, basically, whatever. But yeah, he's just like sees you. And as the gate's opening, he's already pointing. And he's just like, you the one talking crap. You must be.
And absolutely. I'm going to just say, Iron Jaw the Fearful.
He's like, that's not even my name. My name's Iron Maw, and I'm not fearful. And he's just like, why don't you come in here, and I'll show you how fearful I am.
And is there any like obvious traps if I were to step forward or something like that?
All right, so you take a few steps to the point that you can actually kind of see what's going on. It's not necessarily obvious traps, but you are seeing several more critters. Let's see here. And they're going to definitely have moved to see what's going on here. So a lot of them are they're like forming a bit of a crowd around what's happening now. So maybe this guy actually stays kind of behind the rock. Oh, whatever. I'll move these guys up here too. So everyone's just kind of like watching. They're like, what's going to happen? Mm-hmm. But none of them have like weapons in their hands. You know what I mean? Like you see that they have weapons on them, but they're not in fight mode. Everyone seems very attentive as to what's happening, kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what you're seeing. No obvious traps.
I'd like to stall/intimidate as much as I can to get a know your enemy pop off. If it lasts for a minute that we can talk back and forth, that'd be awesome. But if not, no worries.
Okay, I get you. That'll be fun. Let's just make it like an influence check as you guys are kind of like bantering back and forth, just like trash talking. We'll see how long it go before he's just like, all right, that's it.
Could I possibly roll with something instead of influence?
Oh, yeah, you could do intimidation's your game, so you could do that. That's cool with me.
Nice. And that's +7.
Gosh, of course. So I would say like right about the time you're
before the combat.
Yeah, right about the time you're starting to like maybe be able to lock in some facts about this guy. You're like, okay, you're like going over his armor, the way he's talking, the way he's walking and stuff. Like he's kind of like pacing back and forth a little bit too. But you don't quite have enough time before he's just like, that's it. Like, come in here or we're going to take you out from right here kind of thing.
I can do mine.
Okay.
Can I do mine then? 'Cause I'm also a champion.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, do the same thing. Or influence or whatever charisma thing makes sense.
I'm just judging, so it's a knowledge check, right? Is that what it is? Yeah.
Well, he was rolling.
Oh, right.
To delay the combat long enough.
Right. That's what.
So the combat didn't get delayed long enough. Okay, got you. And yeah, I was just watching, so I guess I wouldn't have the chance either then.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Fair enough. Okay. So.
But for the most part, I would step up to the plate wherever he needs me to step up to, and I'd keep talking crap all the way up to it, saying you're weak, you're a fraud, stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Can't beat me. I'd beat you with my own 2 hands, stuff like that.
Yeah. I see where this is going. Okay.
Calvin gives him a pat in the back as he heads up. Don't forget the bolo move now.
Very fun.
Thank you, Calvin.
Okay. So you kind of approach this guy now. Okay, let's actually get you in here. Let's see what's going on. In fact, he would invite he would invite Calvin in too. He's just like, you want to watch your friend die? Come on in, kind of thing. Like, he's just like, that way, when this is all said and done, it'll be easier to cook you up. All right, so
yeah.
let's get you guys in here.
Guys, the real way to do this is Calvin friendship kills them by teaching them how to cook. Just saying. That's how.
There we go.
And then we just get a brigade of orcs on our side for our next mission.
Right.
See, I lose and he teaches them how to cook gorilla.
Here, you know what? Well, we're gonna make this even more fun. So, as you're kind of walking in, you like accept the invitation. He takes a few more steps, just kind of like deeper into the keep area. He's just like, let's do this. We're gonna want some room, So people are kind of shuffling around, like making room as you guys are approaching, whatever, something like that. But yeah, he walks right up in there, and he's just gonna meet you in there. He's like, all right, let's go, let's do this. That's how we're gonna do this. Let's go. So that's what we're working with here, and this is gonna be dope. But I think before we kick this off, let's take a quick second. I definitely need a drink, so let's take a $5. Bathrooms, drinks, whatever. We'll be right back. Sweet, let's do it.
Whoa.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thanks. Good to be here.
Because luckily it's not going against a 12-year-old girl. That's all I'm saying.
It might honestly be more intimidating.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care how big and afraid all my peers are of me. If a 12-year-old creepy girl comes up and says they want to challenge me one-on-one, I'm running.
Right?
Yep. It's that confidence, though.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm good, thanks.
And honestly, that's just a lose-lose. You could lose to a 12-year-old girl, or you could win.
Wow, boss, that's messed up.
Yeah, right. We're gonna fight a 12-year-old. That's really funny. Okay, are we ready?
Yep. Should be good to go.
Okay, so you're locked eyes with Iron Maw, and it's pretty much just like, he's like, oh, you want to do this? You want to, weapons or not? And he kind of like reaches for just like this huge, like scrap metal looking piece of a blade that he has on his back.
Okay.
And he's just, it's basically just a big modified glaive, but he's just like, like this, and he just throws it on the ground. He's just like, just bare fists.
And I would say the same thing in a slightly more intimidating way, hopefully. Like, which way would you like to die? And then I'll show my like shiny brass knuckles, or I'll just put my glaive kind of like in the same spot on the ground, just kind of like between us.
Okay. And he's like, well, if you don't mind, I'm a big fan of this little guy here. And he kind of picks his weapon back up, and he's just like, I say weapons.
Perfect. I didn't want to take these brass knuckles off anyway. They haven't come off since the last time.
That's awesome. All right. And he's just like, all right, then, let's kick this thing off. He slowly starts taking a couple steps towards you.
Definitely.
What are we doing?
I'll take a couple steps towards him and say, I probably won't kick.
Probably won't kick. That's funny. And he's like, yeah, he kind of like meets you there too. And he's just like, you won't have the chance. And basically just like the couple steps turn into like a sprint,
And if we could like clash with like, the traditional just cross swords or whatever, that'd be cool to start with.
Heck yeah, let's do this. And both of you have kind of reach actually. So it's going to be more like that.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess you go ahead and roll initiative and we'll see what happens. Just you.
Okay.
And it's just going to be a straight up contest, actually. It's not even going to be against a set number. So
There's a drum roll going on right here.
oh, for sure. For sure. Oh, you got him beat. You
21.
rolled 17. You got a 21. Okay. First off, this music's got to change. Way too calm. All right.
It's the
Now.
funeral music.
That's awesome. Okay. So you, after the clash, you get the advantage. Like your blades kind of bite, and you're able to slip first and do something. So what do you do?
So with that, I would probably know that I'm like within grabbing reach now, and just with that swift motion with my glaive, just gonna tuck it in behind me and just go for a under the arm grapple, like wherever his arm is out or whatever, trying to stab me. That's what I'm gonna go for.
Sounds good.
And if I was gonna do that, I would also use the advantage for the next physical check for my advance on combat readiness.
Okay. Makes sense to me.
17.
Okay. And then he's going to contest that.
Actually, Actually, before you get the result, I would like to use my tactical die if I can use it for that.
Yep. Go ahead.
Okay.
I mean, I kind of cut you off there. My bad.
No, you're good. And that's 1d8. Okay. So 19 actually.
Okay. All right. He only rolled a 7 to try to combat that. So
Nice.
he's very grappled.
Is it with the grapples? If it's more than 10, is he restrained?
I
Or
don't
is that specific
think so.
thing?
Yeah, I don't think it is, unfortunately. I think that's how it works with the
Bolas.
bola specifically. But to restrain from a grapple, I think you'd have to tack on the maneuver
Okay. No
or
worries.
just
But
grapple again.
that's okay. I don't really need too much against him. I have advantage against him if I have him grappled, right?
I actually don't think so, but let's find out real quick here. Shouldn't take long to pull that up. And this will be the time. We'll remember it after this.
Right.
You're not. So you weren't using any grapple maneuvers on top of grappling him?
No, I didn't declare any. Probably should have though.
Grapple. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Should be under conditions. Wow, grapple is mentioned so many times. That's really funny. Grapple
the
maneuvers.
grapple.
Yeah, specifically, what was it that we were looking up? If it's the grapple condition. When someone's grappled, does the grappler have advantage on stuff? I don't actually think so, but
No, I don't think so.
I think they just can't move.
They just can't move. They're immobilized. I finally found it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
All right. So now we know. We'll remember. We'll remember that. All right.
But now that I got that, I am going to try to attack him now that he's grappled. I'm going to
Okay.
use my brass knuckles. And when I'm grappling, my brass knuckles are considered a free hand too. So there's no disadvantage for grappling.
Yes,
And-
that's awesome.
Don't you get a bonus since they're like a fist weapon or whatever when attacking someone that's grappled?
The fist is you deal +1 damage against creatures that are grappled. Oh yeah, you're right. And additionally, a fist weapon is considered to be a free hand. Yep, absolutely.
Nice.
So +1 damage since he's grappled too.
Nice. That's awesome.
And
That's also good to remember.
yeah, for real. I'm gonna pump this up a little bit too. I want to make sure this hits, so I'm gonna give it advantage, and then I'm gonna give it the impair maneuver,
Okay.
and then I think that should be everything.
All right. Let's do it.
Oh, also, this has a +5 to hit because it's my brand new reinforced brass knuckles.
Nice. Cool.
Oh, and there's also no, never mind. So not great,
So what was the
but
total?
it's still not bad. We got 8 and 9, so 17.
17 is enough for a normal hit.
Nice.
And then, okay, nice. So there's the 1 extra damage. So what's the total damage there?
Okay, so the total damage is just 1 bludgeoning, and then 1 because he's grappled.
Gotcha.
Didn't you boost that with your last AP?
Oh.
Oh no, you did exposed.
No, yeah, I did the impair maneuver,
Or impair.
which
Oh, okay. So he's got to
the
save
target
against that.
becomes impaired. Yep, disadvantage on physical checks.
Okay. So he's going to make a save against that with a natural 1. So he fails and is impaired.
I don't actually think he saves against it unless I'm missing the text. I think he just is impaired.
You would make a save against.
I think, yeah, I think it's a save. Like
Okay.
any
Unless
condition
it's just-
is a save, basically. But he is impaired regardless. Such a little dot for the condition marker. Okay.
Oh, we can see it.
Yeah, it's there. Okay. So we took the 2 damage and then he became impaired as well.
Yes. So that'll be disadvantage on physical checks. Trying to get out of that grapple.
Okay. Gotcha. Cool. So
and
basically,
we're the same size technically, so there's no advantage for him either.
nice. So basically, you slip the bite of your blades, sneak an arm under him, and it's like enough to kind of lock him up. And he's like, he grunts. He's angry for sure. And you just like sock him once in the face hard too. Kind of like stumbling around a second there. Was there anything else you can do?
I think that was everything. The 4 AP.
Okay. It's going to be kind of literally a slugfest here. He's going to try to escape the grapple to start with.
Okay.
Is it just a
And, that'll be
recontested
good.
check?
I think so, but also it's at
Yeah.
disadvantage for him.
Okay, yes. He's going to spend... Yeah, okay. He'll put 2 action points into this to try to make it a straight roll to get out then. See how he does. You crushed him with that. So he's still grappled up. 2 action points down. Angrily, he's going to try to use his last 2 action points to kind of just do the same thing. Like you're just like locked up with one another. He's like, you know, you're wrestling around a little bit, and he's just gonna try to like punch you on the top of the head as as you're kind of grappled up there.
Okay.
And he'll give it advantage. Yes. Here we go. Okay, total 16 against your PD.
I think it's 15. Nope, my PD is 13.
Okay. All right, so he does land it with a normal hit there. It is 3 damage as he just slams a fist onto the top of your head. And that's everything he can do. He's still locked up there. You guys are still kind of in a clinch. So you notice that the rest of the orcs around are like, at first they were kind of just quiet when you got a grapple in and a punch, and they're like, oh, but now they're like, you know, you hear a bit of a crowd cheer as he's fighting back a little bit. So what do you do now?
I also can do a turn if you can allow it. I want to use my AP as a turn for combat insight and analyze creature. So I'm not directly in the fight, but
yeah. I like that. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so for combat insight,
I'll let you do that,
use 2
or
AP.
I don't know what's better. I'll let you do that, or the other thing the champion can do that you were trying to do earlier but didn't have time. So if either is better,
I think this one
either
is
better.
kind of the same.
Okay.
The combat insight, which okay, a 4 flat against his trickery or influence. It's choice.
Okay.
which I guess you just pretty good
Trickery
odds
or
of succeeding
influence.
that.
Could I
I guess
possibly
he's
be helping him because he's distracted?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I like that. I'll wait to roll for him until after that. Okay, that's another 4. What was the total? I forgot what your first roll was.
It's 4, so 4 plus 4 is 8.
Okay.
You need an 8 or higher.
Let's see. He manages to roll a 13. So,
All right, and then this one's going to be the analyzed creature for the last 2 AP.
okay.
Nat
Hey.
20 plus
That's a good
plus 5, so a 25 with the DC 10. So it says each 5 you learn 1 creature statistic, which is either PD, AD, attacks, abilities, resistance, vulnerabilities, or immunities, etc.
Okay.
If I can choose, I would say, so that's 3 things then, 25, 10, 15, wait, 10, 15, 20, 25. So
For
4
sure, 3.
things.
Yeah.
So yeah, does it have, I guess, any vulnerabilities or resistances, and I guess any unique abilities I'd like to know of?
Okay. So it has a, let's see, vulnerabilities. I don't know if this creature is really vulnerable to anything specifically. He also doesn't really have any resistances, but he does have one special ability with his big crazy glaive thing that he can do a cleave type maneuver and swipe anything. Plus he has reach, like anything around him in one shot kind of thing, to do an AD attack that would drop some serious damage if it does land. But that would take 3 action points to be able to do that. That's pretty much that.
That's all Calvin has. Also, is that supposed to be his size? Is he a 2x2, like a large or huge
Yeah.
creature?
Yeah.
Because I think huge also, not to put disadvantage on us, I think they get advantage with size relative rules on grapple checks.
That is interesting. How does that work with Oban? Is it like all grapple
Oban's
stuff?
large, so.
Yeah, he just
I'm
counts as large.
I'm also considered large, so I think I would be a 2x2. I don't
Okay,
really know how
that makes sense.
big.
I
Yeah.
think it goes
huge
medium
is.
and large are 1, and then huge is the 2x2.
Okay.
Oh,
I
interesting.
think large is bigger. You might be 1x2 because it specifically states for the ancestry that you're considered large for grappling, but take up the space of a medium.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they
Yeah,
must
that
be
makes
different
sense.
sizes.
Yeah. I thought
Yeah.
that large was 2x2, but I could be wrong. We'll say in this case, large is
Yeah, it
2x2
might be
because that was my intention.
Okay.
Okay. So let's see. Okay. So you did learn no vulnerabilities, no resistances. And then he's got one big nasty cleave attack that could be an issue potentially. But that's that. I'm already forgetting. He went one. Okay. So it's Oban's turn again, right?
Is
Yep,
there
okay.
anything that the peasants or Yogg are doing either?
Right now, everyone's kind of just staying out of this thing. Everyone's just watching you guys honoring the one-on-one duel as of now.
Okay.
But
Okay, definitely.
we'll see how that goes.
So I feel like I'd probably go for another grapple, but make sure it's a restrained maneuver at this point.
Okay.
And however well I could do it, I'd like to get into the mantis stance
Okay.
while grappling him. So it's probably a weird flex at this point.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Is he still impaired, by the way?
If he had disadvantage on his, it's just the next physical check
Okay.
before
got
the
it.
end of your next turn. So it's
Okay.
just the one.
Gotcha. Okay. And since he's already grappled, I think it's just like a one check thing to try to restrain him.
Okay. And so the mantis stance gives me +1 AP on a grapple maneuver against the grappled creature. So I'll use that extra +1 AP in the mantis stance. And it
Okay.
also gives me advantage on all martial checks to initiate, maintain, or escape grapples.
Wow. Okay.
So,
Awesome.
So I'm going to go ahead and use that free AP and the advantage to hopefully restrain him with that grappling maneuver.
All right. Let's do it.
And tactical die as well, because that recharges every turn.
Gotcha. Big numbers inbound is what you're telling me.
Hope so.
Oh, yeah. I'm not even going to have him roll.
There we go.
There's no shot he can beat that.
28.
Okay. Yeah. No, he's definitely restrained completely. All right.
And
Locked him up hard with that one. Got him in an arm bar.
yeah, for real. I kind of want to play up to that a little bit. Like he's completely, let's say, in a way, looks almost pathetic that I have him like wrapped up like a
Yeah.
cradling a baby or something, you know. So I'm gonna look across at some of the other orcs and I'm just gonna be like, "Is this your leader, the
Nice,
captain you
nice.
call?" You know.
Yeah, there's a lot of like the crowd definitely cheers stop. You know what I mean? There's like some gasps, and you're watching some of them like step back, and there's one guy in the back is just like, "You better stop," and he's like almost crying a little bit.
And with the brass knuckles, but it's gonna be, you know, narratively my elbow. I would like to do a elbow power attack, the impaired maneuver with advantage, and empower it with power twice.
Okay.
So that'll
Jeez,
be about
nice.
4.
All right, let's do it. The tension. Okay.
All right.
26.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you.
that's huge.
26. And then
That
so
is
it's 2 base damage because I'm in mantis. Oh no, never mind. So it's just 1 damage, and then another 2 because I empowered it.
+1 for grappling.
yes. I was gonna say because he's grappled. Yep.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So that brings it to 4, and it's just shy of a brutal hit. So it's a heavy hit, which brings it to 5.
Oh, I have impact too.
Oh, that brings it to 6. Nice. That ramped right up. Okay, that's huge damage. So yeah, you basically just like just embarrassing this guy, right? You're just looking around to his crew like, this is your leader, come on. And then you just like bow him on the top of the head, and it's just like such a hard like you see his eyebrow would just like split immediately. There's like blood across his face. Not pretty. Not pretty. Pretty for you. Everyone else around is just like gasping, like, oh my gosh. Okay. Was that it for your turn?
Yeah, that was everything for me.
Okay. Very solid. Very solid. Man, what is he even doing in this predicament here? He's definitely upset about what's happening here. He's gonna try to just escape the restrain at least, and he's gonna give it advantage to make sure he can try to make it happen here. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Natural 1 for the first one. 19 for the second.
Nice.
Better.
So he has disadvantage because of being restrained, right?
Yeah. Is it also for us
Restrained
trying to
just means
escape?
when he
restrain?
attacks. Yeah, that doesn't
I have-
affect him trying to escape. It's only when he attacks he gets disadvantage, and attacks against him have advantage.
That makes
But
sense.
you get advantage to hold him in restraint, right,
Because you're a mantis stance.
Alex? Yeah, don't you get advantage to hold him in place?
So, sorry about that. A skunk literally just sprayed and took all of my attention away, and now my room stinks because I'm right next to the woods.
Whoa, that's
Uh,
fair. Do you need a second?
So, man, literally, I just grabbed some biscuits to eat, and it's like,
Oh,
yeah, it's a good smell.
skunk.
But yes, I do have advantage because of mantis stance, and he's restrained. I'm not sure if that helps me at all, but I can't think of
Yeah.
any other bonuses against it. So I think it's just advantage.
Yep.
Okay.
You still match him. You beat him.
Nice.
Okay. So he manages to stay restrained even after really investing, trying to get out of this thing. I mean, he's not going to just try to escape again. That's embarrassing. So instead, he's going to try to attack you at disadvantage because he's restrained. Dang, man. So yeah, he'll spend his last action point just to make it a straight roll. That's best he can do. That's what he's going for. With, a 13 against your PD.
It's just enough to hit.
Okay, so he does manage to hit. If it's a normal hit, it's 3 damage. He does manage to clonk you again there, but that is everything for his turn. Yeah, you're noticing a lot of the orcs watching are freaked out a little bit that Iron Maw is getting just whooped by a single person that's smaller than him. Things are looking all right. Yeah, for sure. Things are looking all right here. So, what do you do? What do you do now? Or I guess.
I'm gonna pour heavy into combat insight here.
Okay, yeah, okay. I was just gonna say
this time. You got 17 to beat.
That's hilarious. That's so funny.
It's
Okay,
hilarious
Sure, he's not
that
good.
only one of them is better than 10.
right. Roll a
Wanna make
16.
sure-
Okay.
Okay. All right. So all it says is, oh gosh, not even that much actually. Dang it. You learn the target's emotional state and whether it plans to make an attack, cast a spell, or flee combat during its next turn.
Okay. Well, he seems like he's going to try really hard to escape the restraint. He's not happy about being locked down in that, to the point that might just be all he does. Like if he fails the first time, he's just going to try it again. If he gets out of that, you're starting to see, I'll give you some flavor here too. You're starting to see that he is intimidated a little bit compared to when this started. I mean, he's got a decent amount of fight left in him, but you've taken a lot to him already. So he's like starting to look kind of intimidated. He looks more worried, less crap talking.
There you go, Oban.
Yeah.
Keep doing as you're doing. You'll get him out of your mercy soon enough. Don't let it go. Keep holding on. Keep going, boy. You're doing good.
There we go. Yeah.
Thank you,
Your-
Calvin.
Your coach over in your corner. Okay. So that's that. Oban.
Can I climb up and start start
Yes.
cheering Oban on? Like not even trying to be sneaky.
Yeah, 100%. You make it up there. Honestly, so people are so focused on what's happening here that not even trying to be sneaky, you're sneaky. You're like chanting. No one's even noticing. Okay, so now Oban, you've got this guy locked up. What are you going to do to take advantage of it?
So I feel like
You get advantage by default by attacking him, right? So
okay. I feel like I just need to keep on hitting this guy.
Really
Just
well.
the easiest way to go about it. I'm gonna make sure to do the impaired maneuver as well. So it's
Okay.
gonna be 1+1 AP to use on a grapple maneuver against the grappled creature. I'm not sure if he's already restrained, so that really wouldn't matter, right?
Yeah. There's not unless there's another
don't-
grapple maneuver that you'd like to try, but
yeah, unless you're doing like slam or something, I don't know.
I don't have those, unfortunately. I just have restrain and body block.
gotcha.
So that one doesn't count, unfortunately. But I will be using 1 AP to punch him right in the head. I should have advantage on it because of being grappled.
Yep.
Well, him being restrained,
And he's restrained.
you get advantage.
Yeah.
Oh,
thank you.
that's what you
That's what I meant.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll just add impaired maneuver and then empower it twice.
Okay.
Oh, and I'm
Is-
totally forgetting about my tactical die too.
Yeah. It's going to be another good one.
28.
Dang. All right. That is a brutal
Oban
hit.
killing it over there.
For real. This guy's absolutely locked up. So you hit this guy with a brutal hit. You already like busted his eyebrow open, so there's like blood all over his face. He's like trying to wipe his eyes and escape this restraint all at the same time. So 2 extra damage from the brutal. What's that? What are we at here?
Oh, so it's 1 for
Normal.
base damage, 1 because he's grappled, and then impact gives it another 1, and then I empowered it twice for damage, and it got a brutal hit. You said?
Yeah, so another 2.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, you beat your last record. So that's 7 damage outright. That immediately bloodies this creature. You just like slam your fist on top of this guy's head, and he's bloodied. Just like one shot there. So that, dang, dude,
Needs to
this
roll
guy is.
against the condition, right?
Oh yeah, and against
the
impaired,
condition. I'm sorry.
right? Which is a physical. So let's see.
Probably against my DC.
Yeah, with a 15, he actually does save this time. Hardly. Dang. Okay, that's so much damage. That's awesome. Okay, so they're just like shot to the head. You're noticing that a lot of the orcs around just like gasp hard, like, oh, there's like some that like cover their eyes almost, and they're like looking away, and it's like, oh no, the tides are
Maybe
turning.
this guy gets splattered with some blood or something.
Yes, for sure. The tide is
Sorry.
kind of turning here quickly. Interesting. So,
To give context to how I'm looking, I'm 9 out of 15 health.
okay, you're looking better than him.
Slightly, but not much. I will be bloodied in 2 health.
Okay. Well, if that's all you can do, he's just going to try to escape this grapple. Again, he cannot stay locked up there. You are absolutely terrorizing him. So he's gonna do the same thing. He's gonna give himself spend 2 AP to try to get out with advantage. Try to get out there, and we'll see what that does for him.
So he started with disadvantage, right?
I don't think so. Was there a reason that he would have? He didn't. He wasn't impaired.
No, you're right. No impair. I just have advantage on the grapple because of Mantis stance. That's all, I think.
Yes, exactly. He does not manage to do it. He's going to spend his last 2 action points again just to make a straight roll and try to escape again. He cannot stay where he's at right now. 24 that time. See, you could still beat that. You could still beat that. And you do. That is amazing. That is amazing. So there's like one moment where like he finally like slips his head out of this lock that you've got him in. And it's like literally that same exact second you're able to kind of just like spin the mat kind of thing and just like lock him up again like it's nothing. And he just grunts once loud and hard. And the rest of the orcs are just like, oh my gosh, like, oh no, this is not good. That's it for his turn. That's all I can do.
I might start yelling stuff like, submit.
Right.
If you wish to keep your life, then you'll leave these towns. You know, stuff like that.
Okay. The response was 0 crap talk and just grunting. Like he's not looking great here. So let's see what happens this turn. He's still fully restrained and now bloodied. The rest of the orcs are seemingly losing hope in their leader, unless there's anything that Calvin wants to do.
No, I think we kind of read everything. Calvin will just have like a readied action in case any orcs try anything foolish.
Okay, I hear you.
Or a great bow.
Okay. Honestly, you never know. That might come up. Who knows? Okay. So then back to Oban.
Okay, so just gonna go for another like elbow straight to the chest. Pretty much gonna do the same thing as last round.
Yep. Keep chipping away. It's looking like this could be the last round of however this ends up going.
Definitely. So one attack that has advantage because of the Mantis stance. Then I'm going to use the bleed maneuver and expose maneuver. And then I'm going to empower it with damage once.
Okay. All right. Let's do it.
Uh, 20 to hit.
Okay. 20 is a normal hit. And then he's going to save real quick. Wow. He actually does save with a 25. Okay.
So he can roll is when he's saving against conditions.
Yeah, for real. Saves against the conditions. But
so is it for both of the conditions at the same time? Or does he...
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But he's still hit with a normal hit. So he still takes 1 damage from the attack and then 1 for being grappled.
Yep.
And I think that was it.
And there's 1 empower, right?
Oh, you did.
Yes, I did empower it.
Good call. So it still does another 3 damage, bringing him down significantly. Okay. So it's at this point. Man. Okay. That's everything you can do, right?
Yeah, that was all.
That turn? Okay. So it's at this point that he like just kind of like there's like a second where like you hit him and it's just like 1 big hit and then you're just like holding him and like the few spots that are already like cuts and bloodied or whatever else just gushing, just like a mess, not looking good. And there's one point where he just like wipes his face and then just like slaps the ground and then slaps the ground again and he's just like, all right. He's like, that's enough. The rest of the orcs just like gasp and step back and it's just like silent. And then right at this point,
I'm just gonna say, that's not how you end it. What's my name? And I'm gonna hopefully he says uncle.
he's like, I'm not gonna say that. And then the nearest orc like kind of panics and starts like rushing the combat. Calvin, go ahead and just make an attack on this orc real quick, or whatever other held action you may have done against him.
All right, so a great bow,
and I'll actually give you advantage as well. You're practically hidden.
I mean, I'm pouring all the AP into it.
All right, let's do it.
Okay. So I'm going to do, yeah. So I'll also spin an advantage. So it's going to have 3 20s, and then I'm going to put a power and a knockback into it, enhancement.
Okay.
So a 13 plus 4. So a 17 to hit.
Okay. So the 17 is enough to hit the orc. And then
2 piercing, and with the powers 3 piercing, and then the knockback is a physical save. Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise he gets pushed back.
Against your DC, which is below 14, so he does get pushed back from knockback also.
So he just like when like penetrates him in the chest and like sends him flying backwards, and he's just gonna go, sit your ass down, boy.
So yeah, Iron Maw is just like, I'm not gonna say it. And then you, like, this orc rushes in almost like panic yelling, like, you know, just like, no, Iron Maw. And you just like blast him in the chest with an arrow as he's coming in. He's knocked back. And what is it? How many spaces is he supposed to be knocked back?
I think just one, because he
Just
failed only by 1 tick. Yeah.
Okay, so he's like knocked back, and his like other orc friend there kind of like catches him and just looks at him with like arrows sticking out of his chest. And it's just like silent. The crowd is just like silent completely. And then Iron Maw is just like, Uncle.
All right. And then I'll slowly start to release my grasp, lock it back up again, and then actually release it.
That's hilarious. So he's just like hands and knees on the ground, and then he just like collapses. He just like falls over, and he's like bleeding from his face everywhere. He's just like wiping his face, just kind of on the ground. And the rest of the orcs are just like absolutely flabbergasted. They have no idea what to do. It's just like silent. And it's real awkward, honestly. What do you guys do?
Calvin's gonna start walking up, I guess.
Okay.
If you guys are okay with this, I think his name is Denethor from Lord of the Rings, and start saying in orc, flee for your life.
That's fun.
And if I can get there fast enough, I want to put loser on his chest in his own blood.
Oh, okay. So yeah, the orcs, honestly, it kind of works. They're looking at what happened here. They're freaked the heck out. They realize that you've got friends now, first off, that weren't even involved. And then, yeah, they just start taking off. They're just like booking it out that entrance there at the top. And yeah, you Calvin, you're able to walk right up to this guy and Oban. And like behind you, you hear just like some faint pitter pattering as Yogg just like comes flying up next behind you here, up to the guy. Immediately starts just like getting his blood together to right on him, and he's kind of like swatting you away. He's like, stop it. So yeah, so the orcs they flee. They are out of here.
Can that other group be like coming in right as they start fleeing? Like they're like coming up to the gate or something, like
Yes.
right as they like come pouring out.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, it's like the cutscene to like the other three guys are like, well, I guess this is the place. I don't know. It seems kind of big. Look up to the gate, and the orcs are just like flooding out, and they're just like, "Oh my gosh! Like, what's happening?" Okay, so this guy's just like on the ground. Finally gets back to like hands and knees. He's just wiping his face some more. He's real beat up. It's not just that he gave up. Like he's very beat up at this point. So he's just like, well, what now? You're not gonna finish me off.
Well, I'm not 100% sure. I might have to ask someone stronger than me. And I'm gonna look to Calvin. Good thing I took him, not you, because he'd be on the floor already.
It's true. I'm way stronger and better than him in every conceivable way.
It's awesome too because you're a gnome, right? Are you small?
Yeah. I could already tell you're judging and thinking I'm a jokester based on my size. You'd be wrong again, like you were with this entire fight.
And Oban, honestly, seriously, he's gonna be like, I learned at least 2 things from him already today. Just kind of like running my hand across the bowl.
Don't touch them like that. All right, look. We are gonna march you and Grob back to our humble city and let judgment accrue from there. Everybody on board with that plan?
Definitely. Anya shall decide.
Grob is like, is this what is that what redemption is?
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
Grob.
I feel like we should probably untie him. Maybe give him a clothes or 2.
I think just walk back naked.
Yeah, he's like, it
doing
is
good
getting
work,
kind of
bro.
chilly.
Wear some pants.
Looking around,
Alright.
full fur. Never noticed.
Before we head out, anything of value here you might got stashed away? Just curiosity. I got an expensive appetite.
Iron Maw responds. He's like, listen, clearly I'll admit my defeat here. I can show you what we've accrued so far, being the raiders that we are, but it's in the keep. Or I can tell you where it is if you don't want me to, whatever. However you want to do this.
Grob, you know where that is as well?
No, I've got no idea. He doesn't show us those things.
Okay. All right. Rogue, You want to come with me, and we'll take a bigger green here down there.
Okay.
Great.
Okay.
All right. Iron Jaw face forward.
All right. No funny business. He leads you there. He leads you through this keep. The place is actually pretty ruined. The outside is the best looking part, ironically. The inside seems like it's been just ravaged by a bunch of dumb orcs or something. But he does lead you to basically the basement. And the basement has some items that aren't actually that great. There's like a few weapons laying around if anyone wants some weapons. But there's specifically like a big chest that he has down there. And he just points you to it. He's just like, let me just math here. He's like, there, that's where we have all of our goods. We've accumulated around 2,500 gold. I know how this goes. You're welcome to it. And in this
I'd
chest,
say that's a fair price for your life.
I hope so. Oh my, what's that for?
That was Yogg making a decision.
Perfect. This chest does indeed have 2,500 gold in it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But basically, he's just quiet. He's very upset with his awful defeat here, very embarrassed. So from there, it's kind of up to you guys. He's going with you.
Okay. Yeah, normally Yogg in this situation would say there's no hope for this. We're just gonna finish him off down here or something. But I think with that nat 20 in his last adventure, he's gonna be like, you know what? Maybe there is hope for this guy. Maybe we can turn him around.
Aw, okay.
Nice.
Very interesting.
I think Yogg is gonna say was it just the one village, or was there more than one village that they were protecting?
It was one village. Mhm.
I'm wondering if maybe there is a way that he can be part of the actual village protection, and see if there's a way, like maybe we can stop by that village and like see if we can come to some kind of agreement of like the orcs, you don't come into the village and bother them, but you guys like keep this surrounding area protected from bandits, and like you will get paid some kind of, maybe there's some kind of like deal we could work out. They actually provide protection.
Right. Interesting. How do you guys feel about that?
I'm fine with him turning his life around, but I'm not 100% sure how quick he'd be able to do it. He might just go right back into his old ways. So maybe he goes through some prison sentencing, or maybe community service, or like deputized in some way where he's watched all the time. But I feel like it could work out with a little bit of time.
Some kind of vanguard.
Let the city judge that, yeah.
Okay.
As much as I want to be the judge, they hate when I do that.
Okay. Makes sense. All right. I will say that there's a few more things you're able to accrue here that's like worth a few things if you pretty much like actually look through the whole keep and the like small houses on the outside and tents and stuff or whatever. Enough that most of it isn't money, most of it's valuables, but it's like stuff that you don't, it's junk to you guys, like who cares? So let's bump that up to an even $3,000. And then if you split it, it's a lot easier to split that way. But
Definitely.
that is a thing. And otherwise we could head to Enza and see what kind of judgment is passed. See how they feel about your idea.
I would also like to know, are the inhabitants of this town completely like dead? Or is somebody like going to come in and start reassimilating their home?
So for the most part, you're talking about this place you're in right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. For the most part, this looks like it was some sort of like military outpost. There's honestly like no obvious means as to telling what for, but it was completely abandoned. There was a group of 3 homeless people that were hanging out here before the orcs took it up. They are dead and no one else is around, so that's it.
Okay, definitely.
I think
Yeah,
100
might
of
as
my
well.
gold / items I would give to that village.
Oh, okay.
Nice. I was kind of thinking somewhat the same. Like, if people were gonna come into this fortress or something and try to make it their own, I would try not to take all of the valuables if it was like somebody's. But if it's really nobody's, then I might help them out a little bit.
Yeah. Yep. It's no one's to claim anymore. So yeah. So that's that.
Definitely.
Okay.
So I got a question. Like, all the houses around here, do they seem like pretty broke down, or are some of them like kind of intact?
Some of them are intact. Most of them have a lot of like stone, like actual structuring is like stone. So like they've held up decently. They're not too bad. I'd say most of them are intact actually.
If I have enough time, I'd like to just make myself a sign with my construction skills, say
Sure.
Oban's house, and then just flop it on one of them and just walk away.
Okay, that sounds good. We say, I don't know. Maybe the most intact, the best one's there in the corner, of course, the biggest one.
Makes sense to me.
Nice. Oban has a house. Look at that. Okay, it's as easy as tacking a sign on.
Does it
Okay,
make sense
cool.
for us to try to like move in here now, or we don't really need that? How far from Enza is it?
Yeah, you never
It's
know.
not super far from Enza. It's close enough that it could be strategically held as just like a little outpost for Enza for sure.
That's not a bad idea. Maybe we try to consider that as one of our outposts that we all hang out in. Maybe it could be something we renovate in the future. I'm sure it'd probably cost a lot of money though to renovate a whole half town. So we'll see.
Yeah, if you don't, it's just going to be empty. So that's an option. Okay, cool. Hauling this very large orc like into Enza is pretty fun, pretty interesting. Lots of people are just like, what? And then, like splitting, getting out of there. Not only is he a big orc, but he looks rough. Like he got the crap beat out of him, but he also looks rough in the sense that like he looks like a raider. You know what I'm saying? So you're just like carting him through town, and a lot of people are just kind of like, clearing the path for you, like not wanting anything to do with that. But you park this guy and Grob, right? Both of them. Okay, you'll park these guys basically right in front of Sister Anya. And first off, she's just like, I didn't expect that this would be the outcome of what happened today. Why are they here?
They're here to serve a sentence based on your judgment. But if we may pass any of our wisdom, I think I already got the perfect place for Grob. Well, that's this one right here, by the way.
Oh, all right. The normal sized creature. Very good. What did you anticipate for Grob?
Oh, well, I like some good grub food, and they always need more volunteers peeling potatoes, dicing carrots, and I know this guy thinks he can cook, but he hasn't even had a single herb in his life to spice
I
up
can
or
cook.
season any food. No,
good.
you can't. And he's gonna learn. He's gonna peel some potatoes. He's gonna mince some parsley. He's gonna do what he needs to. He's gonna be balled and chained while he does so. And as his payment, he's gonna get a little taste of whatever he helps prepare. And he's gonna start to learn the art of cooking. And maybe one day, Rob, you'll be like a sous chef or something. You know what we call that? That whole picture I just painted you there? We call that redemption.
Oh, all right. What about? Is that the same word you said earlier? Is that the one that's like
the
second?
word.
Okay. Wow. I'm willing to try that, I guess. Does that mean no more taking things like they're mine?
That's right. Oh, no taking things. It's gonna be a lot of hard work now, but it's gonna be a good payoff at the end. You just gotta climb the steps.
And at first, Sister, Anya's just like, skeptical, and he's just like, that sounds awful. And she's
is.
like,
Yeah.
all right, I can live with this sentencing. And she's just like, all right, Grob, now you better behave while you're here, or you'll die. And it's like the most like serious thing she's ever said, and it's just like way too blank face. And he's just like, all right, I'll learn how to cook real food or whatever. Redemption. And so she's like, as for the bigger one, what do we do with him? Looks up, just dried blood all over his face, like didn't really clean up, kind of thing.
Well, it's hard to say for this one. I might say throw him in jail for quite a while, because he's the one who caused all this. But at the same time, maybe a little bit of time in the arena, making him earn a little bit of his keep, could help us as well. Who knows? Maybe he could end up being a security for one of our outlets or around the town if he happens to earn some respect in the arena.
Arena. Interesting idea. We'll talk it over, but that will likely be what happens, as that seems the most terrible for him. And he's just like, looks up like, wait, what? That's the most terrible in arena? And she's like, yeah, you would not believe some of the beasts that escaped from the Carnival Nocturne. It will be fun. That sentencing is fine with me. That will be what we pursue. He immediately just looks concerned, like, oh, that doesn't sound good. But yeah, she's also just like, were you compensated in any way already from this mission?
We haven't been compensated yet. No, ma'am. I mean, like before anyone can say.
She's like, all right, well, the Vanguard funds are a bit low right now, trying to track down everything with the Titans. Is 200 gold each fine for now?
As long as we can potentially get this big one's services back, that sounds reasonable.
All right, we will pursue that and try to make sure that that's what happens, but I will get you your money. Otherwise, you've all done a great job. We really appreciate you, and I'm sure that village also appreciates you. So you've done the Vanguard well today. That's that.
I'm going to whisper to the grog guy, I've already forgotten his name, that Sue is the Elvish word for chicken, so that he thinks he's going to become a chicken chef.
Okay. And he's just like, oh, well, maybe that's not so bad. I thought I was going to become a girl. And scene. Yeah, cool. Good job, everyone.
Is there an arena? Did I miss that?
There is now.
Oh,
There is actually an arena. There was Ori and Lumi and Justin, I forgot his name, all fought in it, I believe.
I don't know if I was there for that.
No?
I may not have been, but it sounds awesome.
Oh, well, you were 100% right. That was the Carnival Nocturnes, shtick.
That's sick. Yeah, I was not there for that. I was just guessing. Spitballing.
Yeah. Because of the carnival, there's like this entertainment district, and that's where it's at.
Wow. Nice. I played right into that. See? Good world building, Alex. I just like, this is probably what it would be like if it was there. Good work.
Totally.
That's funny.
Yeah, maybe that one didn't get recorded just because there's like only Justin and Brandon, maybe?
Yeah, that could be. Maybe one of the weeks I was gone or sick or something. Probably. I had pneumonia for like 5 weeks, y'all. It was awful. It was the worst, sickest I've ever been. But anyway.
I don't recommend it.
That sound good.
Yeah. It's a good weight loss plan.
Never been that sick.
If I ever make a barbarian, I'm gonna make it be Iron Hall.
Oh,
That'd be cool.
I'll allow it. That'd be sick. We'll deal with the large creature status one way or another. We'll figure that out.
Hey, it's an ancestry trait.
It is, yeah. Just make you actually large, not just that. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Honestly, that'll be hilarious, you trying to actually get in places.
Yeah, like fit through normal doors and stuff. Be great.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. Well, good job, everyone. Thank you. That was very fun. Good time.
Yeah.
A little simpler.
Yeah,
Thanks for running it.
It was pretty awesome that you approached it with just like, yeah, let's just call him out and duel him. Like, not gonna lie, I didn't see that coming, but that was pretty dope.